Ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want.
Right. Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
BitBoy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
So,
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Scott.
7:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. That's when we hit the quack, quack. Quack, quack, and good morning. It is a Feel Good Friday, broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego. Look at these beautiful sharks swimming behind us.
They're all right there. Look at that, right there. Bunch of them.
they got some big old
shark right.
Hey, listen.
Well, you like a big one once in a while.
Hey, look, and I like the way the tail wags around, you know,
nice.
And I like to walk through the tunnel, and when you walk through the tunnel, the sharks come swimming over the top of you, and you're like, is that real? Is that happening right now, or is that like AI? It is amazing how we are in the middle of this Shark Tank here at SeaWorld San Diego.
Welcome to the Friday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this Friday, June 5th, 2026. Good morning. Well, hopefully the Sharks are more enjoyable today than Dodgers baseball was last night. Bergie, you just got you did the Blue Review live.
I did.
Very impressive, by the way.
Outside, and
very
by
impressive.
Cappy made an entrance. He came in and gave me a big hug, put his arms around me. It felt good. Be warm in the morning.
I heard reports that it wasn't working out of the gate, so you freaked out. You had a very star-like meltdown and said, hey, Lucas, hairless Lucas, why don't you get it together? Do you know who I am?
I said,
I'm Gregory.
Freaking out about so there's more sharks upstairs, and I was yelling at Lucas, what are you doing up here? Come on, give this setup. I have 5 minutes till I'm live.
Now,
I am the star.
Was Marcus on the show today or not?
No Marcus today. It was just me and Anthony Matrato from Dodger Blue 1958, and we just talked about.
That's the name of the site?
Dodger Blue 1958, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Cappy knows all about Dodger Blue. He's a big
oh, yeah.
Excited, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Excited.
Oh, really? Excited as a partner to Dodger Blue. And by the way.
Dodger Blue 1958.
Yeah, I don't know. Did we really go with 1958?
Well, it's DodgerBlue.com, but
yes.
it's called Dodger Blue 1958.
Right. Okay. So, all right. There's a little distinction.
You know what
there.
we need to do out of the
gate?
Tell
me.
Get close to me.
All right, look.
We're wearing these amazing shark hats that have like almost a 3D shark coming out.
What do you mean almost?
Oh, yeah.
That is 3D.
It is. It's
so what I thought and what everybody thought is we'd rub our shark
noses
together.
Hey, can I just say one thing before we do? Anybody who's listening this morning, and I know it's early and you may be driving around right now, wherever you are, you must get to our YouTube channel this morning.
Yes, absolutely.
Because where we're broadcasting from, you're going to see these big-ass sharks like come up right from behind us. And the biggest fish, it seems like, in the entire aquarium, I don't know if that's the right word, is this giant grouper.
Now he's named Bubba.
Bubba the grouper.
Grouper.
And let me tell you something. The biggest sharks in this entire place will not mess with this grouper because that grouper will, in one bite, tear one of these sharks apart.
Are you ready to do this?
All right, take a look, everybody, especially on YouTube. Look at our shark heads. There they are. Oh, look
we're rubbing them together.
Shark heads, naughty shark heads.
Look at that. Look at it. And then, we could also, we could tail it, too.
Oh, you want to?
We could tail it. We could do the shark tail. I can't see you, though.
How's it feel with your tails? All your tails are touching up top, tails touching bottom.
It felt good for me. All right, NBA Finals Game 2, Spurs-Knicks, as the Knicks look to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah.
How incredible would that be if the Knicks win 2 tonight?
Oh, my God. Listen
in the Alamo and send the Spurs reeling back to the Garden?
Listen, here's the thing. To be honest with you guys, I don't really have a dog in the fight.
Oh, I
do. You know
do
what
now.
I mean?
I do.
I really don't. Like, this isn't the Lakers playing against the Knicks and, like, everybody's going Laker crazy. I just wanted a great series. However, I'm going to be selfish about it for a second. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. All right? Sedano has been so on the Spurs.
Oh, that's why you did
Yeah,
it.
so now I care.
Exactly
So now
why.
I care. Sedano was at the Western Conference Finals. He saw the physicality between these two teams, and he told us, he said, the Knicks cannot keep up with these guys from a physical perspective.
Never seen what the type of defense that the Spurs have.
Right. So he's telling us that. And then yesterday when I said to him, I go, well, how do you think the Knicks held up against the physicality? He's like, well, I did plenty of Knicks games this year too. So I've seen the Knicks. And it's just so much fun because George is so obsessed with being right in life and everything that he does that I just want the Knicks to win just so he's wrong, just for the fun of it all. Right. So last night, Sedano's sending us these texts, and Sedano is on the Riverwalk.
Right.
And
by the way, in San Antonio, there's two things to do. The Alamo, where's there a computer up somewhere? Yeah, right. I'm hearing myself coming back to me.
Right.
There's either the Alamo or the Riverwalk.
Right. That's
the only thing you got.
That's what's going on. So our boy Sedano, obviously not with us today, he was walking down the Riverwalk, according to the way he's kind of telling the story in text. And he's walking down the Riverwalk. He's just minding his own business, doing his own thing. He's just being cool. He's just being himself, right? And then all of a sudden he hears, hey, George. And he looks over and he goes, man, you're terrible. And it's Charles Barkley. And according to George, Barkley says, hey, come sit down.
Why do you do according to George? You don't believe the story?
No. This is his story.
It's
I'm
his story.
giving, I'm attribution.
There's a little tinge of it. I can hear it.
Attribution, though. Proper attribution. According to George. According to George. Because George tells a lot of stories along the way here at NBA Finals. Like yesterday, for example, when Spike Lee walked up to him and specifically said, hey, you, George Sedano, you're awesome, man. So,
okay, you're doing it again.
No, I'm just making these are stories that George is reporting to us.
Essentially, he's aggregating George right now.
Correct.
So it's his storyline, but through the eyes of
I'm
George.
telling George's story today because George isn't here to tell his story.
All right.
So George is walking down the Riverwalk. He's minding his own business. He's doing his own thing.
If we get a video of this, just him, a social video of him walking.
Right. And this is the way he walks, just like this right here. Just like this.
A little strut?
Just confident, right?
Like
just
Saturday Night Fever?
Just peacocking. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's just walking around, right? And so George is walking, and Barkley says, hey, George, come on over, sit down. So George sits down, and George is hanging out with Charles Barkley, and they're broing down, and they're doing their thing, and they're talking ball like ball knowers that they are. And I wonder if Barkley told Sedano, hey, I picked the Knicks, because then Sedano could go off on him about how he doesn't know anything about basketball. But then, according to the story, Barkley sees Ben Stiller. And he says, hey, say, Ben, come on over. And now Stiller comes over, and Stiller sits down. And Stiller's a huge Knicks fan, obviously. So, again, you got to kind of be careful if you're Sedano because you feel very passionate about the San Antonio Spurs. But now you got, like, the number one New York Knicks fan sitting down with you. And this other guy sits down. And he's got on a ball cap. And he introduces himself as Tom, or so that's what Sedano said.
He was Tommy.
Yeah. And Sedano's talking to him. Doesn't know who he is. He just, as far as he knows, he's just Ben Stiller's boy. And it turns out, they eventually find out it's Timothy Chalamet. So
you don't know what Timothy Chalamet looks like? He's at every game.
But hold on, this could happen, because I'll ask everybody this question. We're here in the shark encounter, right, at SeaWorld.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, my God.
Look at this guy.
This is the grouper.
This is the grouper.
This is Bubba the Grouper.
Bubba the Grouper.
Bubba is ginormous.
Oh, my
look
God.
At this guy.
Massive. So here in the shark encounter, sometimes
he's a big guy.
He's a big boy. Have you ever had a celebrity encounter? Have you guys ever had a celebrity encounter where you don't know who the celebrity is and you find out after the fact, like, oh, my God, what a moron I am. I'm sitting there or I'm talking to Timothy Chalamet, and I had no idea it was Timothy Chalamet. Have you ever had anything happen like that before?
I don't think so.
No, nothing like that. I mean, most of the time, I don't know who anybody is for the most part. So
by the way,
it makes it much easier that way.
One of the greatest nights of my life was at the JW across from our office with Charles Barkley, and it randomly happened. I ended up at the bar, and then Chuck walked up, and he just started buying drinks for everybody. Then we started talking, and, of course, I did drop Sedano's name and Tony Bruno to connect Chuck and I.
And did Chuck say, yeah, man?
No, this was back in my drinking days, so that was a night to remember.
I understand.
So you were saying, yeah, man,
and
over
Chuck
and over.
is the guy that's why I said it yesterday.
Yeah.
When people come up and go, hey, can I have a picture or an autograph? Chuck goes, no, man, no. He doesn't do the Tony Bruno voice. But I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah.
And he just whips out his wallet. Just hundreds flowing. He's a very generous human being.
I've had a couple of nights with Barkley that I wouldn't tell you that I know Charles Barkley. He certainly wouldn't know me. But I used to go all the time to that Century. What's it called? The American Century.
The American Century up in Tahoe.
The Tahoe.
The golf tournament. It's like the second week in July usually.
And it used to be a who's who. It still is a who's who.
Yeah.
But they used to bring radio shows out there, and they'd have a
They
radio
still
row.
do.
Yeah.
We're trying every year. We try to figure out how we could do it.
Yeah.
But it always doesn't coincide with our schedule,
Right.
so it doesn't make a lot of sense for us.
But we used to go, and you would love this. This is me and my boy Sydney. And Sydney was drinking like a maniac.
Sid
back then.
Rosenberg, for
Right.
people
Right.
keeping score at home.
Yeah, right. And so,
And if you're scoring at home, why are you listening to us?
yeah, well, let me tell you. So we would go, and across the street from the golf course was Harvey's, the casino.
Yes.
And Barkley, things would get crazy. Now, this is 20 years ago. I mean, he'd walk around with a bottle of Absolute, drinking it right out of the bottle. Shirts are off. We're all on the dance floor. Oscar De La Hoya smoking a pack of cigarettes. I mean, it was just one of those kinds of deals.
Oscar was smoking a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
He sure was.
So back to Sedano's story. So Sedano tells a story.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about
Well,
now.
here,
Yeah.
well, here goes. So Barkley
Oscar smoking.
Barkley tells Sedano to sit down. Then Barkley tells Ben Stiller to sit down. Sedano's texting me going, dude, you'd have massive FOMO if you were here right now.
Would you have FOMO during all that?
Well, I was having a little bit of FOMO because I said to Sedano, I go, I actually want to get Ben Stiller on the show next week.
He said, ha!
Which he laughed at me. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm the guy out here working hard to try and find a connection to Stiller. You're sitting across from him. Why don't you say to the guy, hey, Ben, how about next week you come on my radio show out in Los Angeles and you get his phone number and we do a bro thing. We don't go through publicists and nonsense and waste our time. But I will tell you guys, I had one celebrity encounter where I had no idea who the celebrity was, and I was humiliated when it was all said and done.
Would you think about it the next day?
Oh,
when you
I've
found out?
been thinking about it for the last 15 years. No joke. Seriously. Here's the story.
Do you think when we get through this story, Miles Garrett will still be around?
No. His contract will long be over.
Okay.
He just got an extension.
No,
I was just wondering.
No, his contract will long be over.
Okay.
By the way, I've intertwined like 4 stories
I
already
am
right
so
now.
confused.
It's what you do.
Okay. So here goes. So I'm at this dinner one night. This is Miami in the Super Bowl, and this is however many years ago it was. And we scheduled a dinner. It was me, my former radio partner, Billy Ray Smith, Drew Brees, and his marketing man. His name is Chris. I can't come up with his last name right now.
All right.
Okay, so the 4 of us are having dinner at this steakhouse in Miami. It's Super Bowl week, and it's a fancy steakhouse, and there's lots of interesting celebrities around. All of a sudden, 2 guys come walk up to our table. And one guy is very obvious. It's Sean Payton, who's the coach of the Saints, and he sit down. And his other buddy, Jim, sits down. And Jim sits down. Chris, you and I are sitting right here. Jim sits down right here in between us.
Okay.
And I go, hey, man, I'm Scott. How are you? He goes, hey, I'm Jim. What's going on? Hey, I say, so what are you guys getting into tonight? And he goes, well, we're going to go out fishing. And I said, oh, man, you're going out fishing tonight? He goes, yeah, on my boat. I go, oh, man, tell me about your boat. He goes, I got a 50-foot Hatteras, and we've got it all jacked out for fishing and everything else.
Hatteras, that's the good boats.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
Yeah, these are nice boats. These are really nice boats. So, but I know this. And I'm like, whoever this guy is, he got a nice boat. He got a lot of money in this boat.
Okay.
Who is sitting next to me?
I don't know.
Jim Carrey. Steph, I thought that was very funny.
Well, she thinks I'm funny in general, luckily.
But it was an out loud, ha!
Here again.
Where's the white tip reef shark?
He's around here somewhere.
Is that the white tipper? Oh.
All right.
Go ahead.
Sean Payton. Sean Payton's buddy Jim, who's got a really nice boat. Jim Irsay? No. Who'd you say?
That's Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey?
My head
No.
hurts.
Well, it's a tight
physically
hat.
It's not
Who?
the hat.
Who? Jim McMahon? No.
I don't know, man.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, wow.
Jimmy Buffett is sitting
That's
right
cool.
here, right next to me. We're talking, we're hanging out, we're broing down. I have no idea it's Jimmy Buffett. So when Sedano tells
If there
me,
was a program director that wasn't currently on the air between
Yeah.
you and I, they'd be hotlining.
No.
Oh, it'd be coming in.
They'd be
Why
going-
is this story still going?
they'd go, this is an amazing story. All I know is this, is that Jimmy Buffett sat right next to me for 30 minutes. We hung out, we broke down. I had no idea who it was. When we all got up and they said goodbye, I go to Breeze. I go, Breeze, who's this guy Jim? He goes, are you serious? I go, yeah. He goes, that's Jimmy Buffett, you moron. Yes. So that was Sedano last night as Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Yes, it all comes back. It all comes
He's
back to
circled
the
around.
story.
Well done.
Thank
Hey,
you.
give him a round of applause.
Thank
Right,
you.
bringing it back
all
all the way.
comes back to Timothy Chalamet
All
and
right.
Sedano not knowing who he was.
Do you think that Bubba the Grouper comes by because he wants to eat us?
No,
or
Bubba the
because-
Grouper is fascinated by this story.
Yeah, right. He's
Oh,
fascinated.
is he?
Right.
And he wants. Does he want to be on camera?
Right.
Is that what's happening? with
Bubba the Grouper is like, wait, I think it was
He
Jimmy
like
Buffett.
slowly goes by and looking at us.
I got
All right.
news for you. Jimmy Buffett was fishing for his family.
Back at LA Live, Kasim, why don't you give me the bell, please? It is 7:15, and you know what you could have done since the Sedano and Cap Morning Show started? Well, you could have heard that story and wondered, what are you doing with your life? Or you could have gone So Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home with a 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. Now we are broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego, L.A. If you're looking for the ultimate summer escape, just a couple hours down the coast, take the train like Stephanie and I did yesterday.
How'd you like it?
Oh, beautiful, man. Come down to the coast with incredible Mission Bay views and resorts. SeaWorld San Diego is making serious waves with the grand opening of this, where we're broadcasting live this morning, the all-new Shark Encounter. It opened on May 22nd, and it's making waves, Cappy. Trust us, this is not your childhood aquarium moment. It's one of the nation's most immersive shark habitats.
It is amazing.
I almost said habits, but habitats.
No, habitats is right.
Look at this
incredible.
grouper.
Oh, my God.
How much do you think that grouper weighs?
I'd say 500 pounds. That's
Really?
a guess. What do you
Really?
think? Yeah, what do you think?
I was going to go like 400.
400, huh?
No, I mean, it's a big, thick fish. That's
Yeah.
500. I got
It's a
500
thick-
on that.
That's
a thick one.
big old thick fish.
And all these other sharks, they want nothing to do with him.
I want Bubba, the grouper, to come just a little bit closer because he's got the best lips you've ever seen. Look at the lips on this fish, right? Right?
First of all, if you don't think that's going to be a drop forever,
I mean, hey, listen,
If
guys.
Sedano was here,
Yeah.
and you were telling the story and talking about the fish like that,
Oh, he'd have cut me off a half an hour ago because whatever he says is way more important than whatever
well,
I'm going to
Timothy
say.
Chalamet.
Right. Look at the lips.
Can I
on
talk?
this
It's my
fish.
yes.
Look at how beautiful those lips are.
plus, the Summer Spectacular concert series is going on. Now, we were very disappointed that Genuine didn't make it on the show a few days ago.
Do
You
you
have
want
told
him
me
on?
I'd have filled time. I'd have told some other stories.
I know.
Do you want him on next week? We can
Maybe.
get him on next week.
Genuine's going to be performing here at SeaWorld Saturday, June 13th.
That's right.
But tomorrow night, the Yin Yang Twins. How about Saturday, June 20th? Bow Wow. And them franchise boys. It's part of the Summer Spectacular and the Summer Spectacular concert series here at SeaWorld San Diego all summer long. Your boy Skillet.
Well, look at July 18th.
Saturday, August 29th.
Look at July 18th. I want you to look at July 18th.
Ashanti.
Right now. Ashanti. So I am going to Ashanti on July 18th because what a weekend that will be. Opening day of Del Mar on Friday the 17th. Ashanti here at SeaWorld San Diego on Saturday night. And from what I'm told, Ashanti brings the house down.
I'm sure she does. You know what's going to try to bring the house down tonight? Game 2 of the NBA Finals. You could hear it here on ESPN LA 710 AM or the all-new ESPN LA app in crystal clear digital audio. Thanks to our friends at Pechanga Resort Casino. Tip-off at 5:30 p.m. after DeMarco and Travis. Thanks to Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit pechanga.com for more information. And then after the NBA Finals Game 2 tonight, we continue LA Sports Talk live and local. The destination for LA Sports, Andy Kamenetsky. Now on the schedule it says question marks.
Oh yeah,
who's doing the show with Andy
tonight?
Yeah.
No, it might just be Andy Solo tonight.
Andy Solo.
Andy Solo.
Now,
Just like he used to do Lakers talk.
Will Andy Solo be better or worse than the story that Cappy?
Oh, that was a great
started
story.
Our show off
That was a great story.
It's going to be better because
chance.
Andy Solo's going to be talking all things Lakers.
that
He's
was a
talking
great
about
story.
the finals. He's going to be getting in depth.
No, that was an amazing story.
Now we're not doing a Saturday best of tomorrow.
Why not?
Because I'm live on the air, live from CHLA at the Santa Monica Pier for the Walk and Play.
Okay, fair
enough. But if we were doing a best of
that show, that story should make it in.
It would just be on loop.
Right,
for 2 hours.
100%.
Yeah,
absolutely right.
He could have gone for 2 hours. And by the way, look, Bubba's just chilling.
Bubba,
waiting.
Go next to the glass.
Bubba,
kiss those big lips.
Hey, Bubba, you and me. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, Bubba. Kiss me, baby.
This freaking guy.
All right, the Dodgers get ready for the Freeway Series against the Angels all weekend, but they didn't finish off the Diamondbacks last night like we were hoping for. We'll talk about it coming up in about 3 minutes as Bergey's Oregon. We'll whip out Bergey's Oregon fresh off the Blue Review. Get Bergey's 3 things on the Dodgers. The Dodgers. That's up ahead on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We're live from SeaWorld San Diego.
We are
Cappy.
indeed. Yes,
you got
we
one
are.
more story before we leave? Or?
Yeah, well, I want to ask you guys this quick question. How are you both feeling this morning? Are you guys both feeling good? You guys feeling, ready to go?
I feel great. I took the train down by myself and just quiet.
And we had a lovely
3.5 hours.
We had a lovely night at the Dana here, the resort on Mission Bay.
Yes.
I only ask you guys how you feel for this reason. How do you think Max Muncy feels this morning? And we'll get to that.
And the Dodgers bullpen, too.
Nice
That's
job.
in 3
Nice
minutes.
job.
That was a nice tease.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He recovered.
You did.
Yeah.
We'll do that with Bergey's Oregon in 3 minutes on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, live from San Diego, home of Lee Hacksaw Hamilton. That's next on ESPN
Hello.
LA.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
The Freeway Series is coming. Join Greg Bergman at Clearman's Galley in San Gabriel for a Blue Review watch party on Sunday, June 7th at 1 p.m. as the boys in blue take on the Angels. Our friends from Milagro Tequila will be pouring their signature freshest margarita straight from the Margarita Mobile. Come hang with Greg Bergman and resident Angels fan Sam Boney for ice-cold margaritas, giveaways, and plenty of baseball bragging rights during the Freeway Series Sunday, June 7th at Clearman's Galley. See you there.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new chili crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
The summer deals are sizzling at Northridge & Wonders Toyota. It's Bethel Duran, and you can drive the same car that I got. A 2026 Camry Hybrid for just $359 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's $359 for a brand new Camry Hybrid? Come on now, it's got to be Northridge & Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Camry Hybrid Model 2561 with total SRP of $39,279. Lease and purchase amount of $21,964. $29.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer doc fee of $80. Offer ends 6/30/2026.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
It's a special Friday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Cappy, Morales, and Bergman broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego, right in front of the all-new Shark Encounter.
The Summer Spectacular, that is SeaWorld San Diego.
The morning show continues on ESPN LA right now.
7:24, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego. You hear a little Ashanti. She's going to be performing here Saturday, July 18th, as part of the SeaWorld Summer Spectacular and Concert Series. Now, Brooke and Lucas on our social team just jacked up the lights even more so that the YouTube really will turn on your mic. This is in Tulsa. It's San Diego, Jack.
Yeah, it's not Tulsa. That is for damn sure.
The lights just came on even brighter so people can see on the YouTube, but it's really bright. Mm-hmm. It's like we're on stage performing. Mm-hmm. And I know that they were blown away by how you performed in the first segment. So look at now you can see the grouper.
And Bubba can I just say again?
Not moved. He's not moved for the entire break.
Because he's fascinated by the stories that I tell and how I can weave 4 stories into one story and bring it all home. Kind of the way Larry David does at the end of Curb Your Enthusiasm. He brings it all home.
I honestly think that he is a little obsessed with you. Like he's stopping right at you now.
There is a brotherhood. There's a brotherhood. It's our big juicy lips. Okay? That's what's going on here. Bubba the Grouper and me, these big juicy lips that we got here.
Why are you so obsessed with me, as somebody once said? Coming up at 7:45 this morning, Danielle Castillo, the lead curator of the Aquarian team of SeaWorld San Diego, will join us. I feel like we've spoken to Danielle at times when we've been here before, like last summer when JT the Brick and I went into war on the air. But
was it 24 minutes in?
Well, it was in the open.
Yeah, I know.
You got a Bergman.
And it was in the social media last night.
Right, but you didn't say anything yet so far. Now
it's also a Cosm Ticket Friday. Listen all day for your chance to win a 4-pack of GA tickets to experience the Stanley Cup final at Cosm. By the way, that would be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Watching hockey at Cosm. That would be absolutely
Did
beautiful.
either of you guys watch any of that game last night?
Can I finish the read?
No.
Hockey's biggest stage is here, and there's no better way to watch than in Cosm's immersive shared reality environment. Visit Cosm.com for more information. I don't know if that's other people talking or is that my reflection of my noise coming back.
No, it's a little bit of both.
It's a little both.
Because I don't know if it's completely dead in here. Well, it can't be dead because the fish are alive.
No,
right.
No.
So I think there's a little bit of conversation that's going.
It's
behind
just all
the lights.
coming back to me.
Yeah, I can hear it too. It's all right. We're professionals though. We move
can
on.
handle that.
I mean, I'm not. Meanwhile, are you going to say something?
I'm making a quick hockey comment.
Okay.
Did anybody watch this hockey game last night?
I saw a little bit in social media highlights.
Did you see?
Teeny bit, yeah.
Did you see the dude McNabb get hit in the face with the puck? Did you see that?
No.
Did not see
Oh
that.
my God, dude.
I hate when a puck hits you in the face.
Think about like a 90-mile-an-hour puck, which, by the way, is like, a rock if you've ever held an NHL hockey puck. And the puck comes flying right into Bro's face and pounds him right in the nose.
Bam!
Yeah, oh yeah. Ooh. And it right underneath the visor. So got the nose, the mouth,
Did
the
it break
teeth.
his nose?
Put it this way. His lips this morning, bigger than Bubba the Grouper. Okay? Yeah, wild game.
The Hurricanes win Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. That series is tied up with JT the Bricks Golden Knights. Did it for you, Bergie. Game 3 in Vegas, Saturday night. You'll watch it on ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, do you have something more?
I was going to say, are you trying to connect that to Max Muncy?
Correct.
There we go.
See?
Because
Here we go.
They have to connect.
Right. The stories all connect. Because I asked you guys before the break, how you feeling this morning? Everybody's energetic. Everybody's feeling good. We got on our really cool shark hats here at SeaWorld. But Max Muncy this morning, I will bet you, is waking up feeling like he was in a car accident last night with a tractor trailer. By the way, he's part of that. You know, that play at first base, I believe it was in the 5th inning last night.
Let's get into the Oregon, and we can talk all about it.
That was crazy.
Good job, Bergie, because he was going to keep going. Time for Bergie's Oregon. You watch the Blue Review, weekdays at 6:30 a.m. with Gregory Arthur Bergman, Marcus Grant, presented by our friends at LAX. And then around 7:30 each morning, Bergie will give us his 3 things. Take it away, Bergie.
So last night the Dodgers did lose that game 3-2 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They split the series, Cappy, but also they should not even gotten the 2 runs that they got. It was a disaster all the way around. Their offense completely shut down. The only reason that they got a couple of hits was because Corbin Carroll took a terrible route on a ball, and then the outfielders let a ball drop in front of them all in the same inning, and it was terrible Arizona defense.
Listen, I don't play center field in the major leagues. Okay, I get it. So for me, if you can do it, you get out there and do it. Listen, I watched that play over and over again last night. What's the kid's name who plays center field for the Diamondbacks? Something with a W and an R somewhere in there.
It's like Walden Schmidt.
Yeah, something like that. That guy, I don't understand. Yes, you're right, Waldschmidt. How the heck does he not make that catch?
Well, he just didn't take a good route on it. He just waited too long. He thought it was further than it was. It was up in the. It was a pop up though.
He was
very
running
easy
in.
pop up. Yeah,
that looked to me like a routine play that any major league center fielder should have caught that ball. That's what it looked like to me.
And they got those runs because there was 2 outs, and Max Muncy came up, and he grounded a ball up the first base line. And Ilmardo Vargas is their first baseman, and he took a little bit of extra time to pick up the ball and was running right towards first base. So this were head to head. Max Muncy's coming up the first base line, going to the first base bag, and Ilmardo Vargas is going head right towards him down the first base line to first base. They collide right at first base. Max Muncy puts 2 hands in his chest, and he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's
Max
thick.
Muncy is not some small guy. Mm-hmm. So when Max Muncy hits you, you can actually see the video. I'm sure that Tim has it going up on YouTube. He gets blown up.
Right.
Feet off the ground, goes down. They both leave the game. Max Muncy has a cut on his nose, and he left the game. No concussion. They're saying he's going to be fine, but probably not in the lineup tonight.
But the dude from the Diamondbacks,
Vargas,
he took it a lot worse. He got run over.
If you're going to get hit by somebody, Max Muncy is not the guy you want to get hit by.
He's a tank, dude. And I realize he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he was giving you everything he got on the play.
McWheels, man.
And you want to know the biggest problem on that play, by the way, and the reason that both of those guys got hurt is because the Arizona pitcher didn't cover first base. If the Arizona pitcher goes over to cover first base, the first baseman can toss him the ball.
And he goes down there.
Because when you see like Aaron Judge is now out for like 4 to 6 weeks with some kind of rib cage sort of deal, you look at this with Max Muncy, and you think about all the times in his career that he's gotten hurt in sort of freaky plays. Remember that play a few years ago? I think it was in the playoffs.
Was it the Dodger Stadium one where he jumped up and caught the ball on the wall, and then he was out for basically the rest of the season?
I was thinking about the one where he was playing first base, and he went to tag out somebody, and he busted. Yeah.
Oh, Muncy.
Yeah.
He always gets hurt on first baseline.
Freaky plays, man.
Yeah. So, by the way, on the Blue Review this morning, Anthony Vitrato was talking about how they should just, in softball.
That's the guy from Dodgers 1958?
Dodger Blue 1958,
right.
yeah.
Right.
So they have two bags. They have a bag for the first baseman, and they have a bag for the runner, so they can come up and they just go up, and it avoids those types of things. The problem with that is Major League Baseball is old and doesn't so it's going to come down to, it's the aesthetic of that extra bag is going to be the issue.
You know what? Honestly, with all the changes they've made from the pitch clock.
Should they make that change?
Absolutely. I mean, to extra innings with guys starting on second base, all the things that baseball has done to make the game move faster and break away from the traditionalist, okay? Adding that other bag, and it was discussed last night on the broadcast of the Dodger game as well, they should have that because these types of collisions should not happen anymore.
No. Think about the Buster Posey rule. The reason that the Buster Posey rule came in was because at home plate, he got hit, broke his leg, and then they had to change everything that you can't, the catcher can't stand in front of the plate.
Right. But remember, back in the day, I remember growing up being a Dodgers fan, watching, back then we didn't have YouTube, but whether it was they did it on TV or whatever, it was like part of Mike Socha's thing. That's why the Chevy Like a Rock campaign started, because he would block the plate. And those collisions at home plate, we loved it. But then we didn't love it anymore.
Yeah,
so part of the charm, just like in the NFL, I feel like Cappy now, bringing this back to the NFL.
I always do. Football meatheads, that's how we
used
talk.
to love big hits on the quarterback. Now we're like, maybe that's not the best thing.
Well, listen, even if you went further back in history, I mean, Pete Rose in an All-Star game rolling over, who was it? Who was the catcher that he trucked?
I don't remember.
But, okay, so now.
Ray Fosse.
Okay.
That's good knowledge.
Good. Very good.
Good knowledge.
Really good. I was about to say a different name, and I'm like, I don't know if it's right, so if I say it, I'm
You weren't
going to
say Ray Fosse?
No, I was going to say, Campanella for some reason.
We love Roy Campanella, but he wouldn't have been playing against Pete Rose.
I don't know, man.
But those types of plays happen, and so they change the rules. And now this is something that they probably should change the rule too. I'm sure they're going to have some crazy reason, like, then we have to move the bag over one side too much, and the other, how it looks by having that red bag. That's what the softball players do. We don't do. We're Major League Baseball. We can't have softball rules.
I would argue that there's a partnership opportunity. You take the second bag, you put it right next to it. You throw an ad on top of it. You know what I mean? Like, who's Major League Baseball's number one partner? I don't know. Whatever, MasterCard, Visa, whatever. He touched the Visa bag. He's safe. Just coming up with ideas.
It's the right thing to do because we shouldn't be having types of collisions just like this, especially with something that's so easily avoidable.
Right.
That is not something that is going to consistently happen. You don't have a lot of these, but people get hurt. And Max Muncy is one of them that happens all the time. That will alleviate so many of those types of things. So I don't know why they don't do it, but hopefully they do end up getting into it. So either way, the problem is this game last night, Justin Wrobleski was fantastic yet again. He was everything that he's done this year. Besides a couple of outings, he has been great. And he was again last night, and they wasted their gem from Wrobleski. He looked really good. He had 4 strikeouts. He didn't give up any runs. He didn't give up very many hits. And the offense just couldn't come through in very many moments. And I wonder what it is, Cappy. Shohei wasn't in the lineup.
Yep.
If that's the reason that you don't have that catalyst at the top of the lineup to make it all just flow right through, and he's constantly on base, getting 2-3 hits a game, walking multiple times, and then he's not there, and they're like, we can't do anything. Well, it's frustrating.
They didn't play Ohtani last night because he's got this little blister that's bothering him,
tiny,
on his pitching finger, on one of his fingers on his pitching hand. So they're trying to give him a rest so that he doesn't have to glove up and
by the way, it's June. He should be resting if he's got something going on.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
I mean, listen, even a little tiny blister on Ohtani's finger should say, hey, guys, we should probably be able to win this game even without him.
Guess not.
And so there was talk late in the game about whether or not they should bring Ohtani in to pinch hit, which they would have pinch hit him for Will Smith at the time, but Will Smith, you don't really want to take that guy out of the lineup because then it creates a whole problem defensively on what happens in the next half of an inning. And so, by the way, I think Will Smith also had a double in that at bat.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of reasons why Dave chose not to play Ohtani last night. The blister on the finger, and then chose not to play him late in the game to come in and DH because it would have created a whole defensive mess. But Dave said afterwards, if we would have gone to extra innings, we've gone to the 10th, that's when I used the bullet. That was his quote. That's when I used the bullet.
He's right to do it that way. Look, there's still, I think, something like 16 and 4, 16 and 5 in their last 21 games. So they're still an amazingly good team. They're still right at the top of the division. They're top of Major League Baseball. Everything's going to be fine. It's just the fact is that last night, those are the little problems that we see from game to game that is an issue. Tanner Scott last night, Tanner Scott was an issue. I believe it's 2 out of his last 3 outings, but it might be my numbers might be a little off. He gave up another home run, and he gave up a home run in the bottom of the 9th to Ketel Marte.
And Marte,
he just smacked it.
Oh, my God.
Fair foul, that thing was fair. I didn't see any part of that was not fair.
That bat flip, he turned around, looked at the Arizona dugout, flipped his bat, and then sat there making all kinds of hand gestures to himself, and then went, oh, you know what? I think I'm actually going to take a little jog around the bases. That's what What do you think, Bubba? Look at Bubba the group right
He's always strutting.
This guy.
By the way, Ketel Marte, that's his 3rd time that he's had a walk-off hit this year. The record for the Diamondbacks is 4, so he's right there.
2 home runs.
When you see it up close like this, no doubt 500 pounds.
Oh, yeah, it's a big fish.
Yeah, it's a giant fish.
Big, giant fish. Really is. Let me ask you this question. What's more frustrating? When the offense doesn't perform.
You know, Greg doesn't like the big ones.
Okay. You don't?
I like the skinny ones.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
The thin ones.
You, on the other hand, I think
that thin shark. I like the thin shark.
Right. Historically, you like the big ones.
I like them all.
You do. I'm kind of with you. What's more frustrating, when the bullpen blows it, or when the offense doesn't give you any production? Because last night, you look at the way this bullpen. I mean, Kyle Hart came in, and he looked pretty good. I mean, he needed to recover.
Will Klein did not.
No, Will Klein did not. And then you mentioned Tanner Scott, and then really. Again, top of the order, you're not really getting that much.
So we've been talking about Mookie. And so to answer your question first, because I like to answer the question first instead of going in a long roundabout way.
That's unfortunate. What you got to do, bro.
Right. You do whatever you got.
All right. So to answer your question, I get more frustrated when the offense doesn't hit, because if you get a good pitching performance out of Wrobleski, he doesn't give up any runs. If the offense hits and they get 5-6 runs, this game is not even in question at the end of the game, even if the bullpen does start to give up a little bit. So the offense not hitting frustrates me more. But Mookie at the top of the lineup, we've been talking about Mookie. I think it's something this is a subject to talk about when you're talking about the Dodgers, is the gradual decline of Mookie Betts. Now, he doesn't have to be MVP Mookie. He just has to be Mookie Betts that gets on base, have like a 350 OBP. You have some where he's hitting just league average or even just a little above. He's not doing that. It's way, way below. So, I mean, if you look at his metrics and everything, it looks like he's getting close, but it's just not happening right now. And it's a frustrating watch to see Mookie wherever he is in the lineup. I'm not suggesting you move him down. He has to work his way out of it.
God, I hope he hits 2 home runs again tonight.
I hope so, too. He's frustrated.
And they're playing the Angels, so guess what?
That's a real possibility.
A lot to talk about on that, but it's either way, he's frustrating at the moment, but 3 World Series rings, he gets a pass.
He
but
does.
He needs to start to pick it up a little bit.
Hey, by the way, did you guys happen to see Dave Roberts' daughter on social media?
So good.
Did you see this?
Yes.
She calls her dad and says, "Hey, Dad, my friend is dating this guy on the Stanford baseball team, and she kind of wants to know, is he going to get drafted based on his stats?" So Dave is on the other end of the phone. He goes, "Well, tell me the stats." And she starts going, "Well, he's got a 275 batting average, and he's got a 350 OBP, and she's got a this, and he's got a that." And Dave goes, "What position does he play?" And she's like, "Center field." And he goes, "Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so." And she's like, "Really? You don't think those stats are good?" And he goes, "No, not really." She goes, "Dad, those are your stats from your major league career."
He said, no, that was from Stanford. Yeah. Mine was in the major
leagues.
Right,
that's exactly right. He goes, "Don't tell me, because mine are major league stats, not that college baseball crap."
By the way, you want to feel the Blue Review in person? You want to meet Bergie?
Should.
You want to press the flesh? The Freeway Series is coming, Dodgers Angels, Sunday. Join us, and I'm going to be there too. Everyone's going to be there.
Are you going to be there?
I think Sam Boney's going to be there, slapping it around with you.
You're going to come hang out?
I think so.
Nice.
We're all going to be at Clearman's Galley in San Gabriel for a Blue Review watch party this Sunday, June 7th, 1 p.m., as the boys in blue take on the Angels. Our friends from Milagro Tequila will be pouring their signature freshest margarita straight from the Margarita Mobile. How about that? That's this Sunday at Clearman's Galley. We will see you there. Thank you, Bergie. The three things. And the Blue Review Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. presented by LAX with Gregory Arthur Bergman and Marcus Grant. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Coming up in just a few moments when we return, Danielle Castillo from SeaWorld San Diego. She runs the aquariums here and stuff. We'll ask her about the grouper fish. We'll also ask her about everything going on as part of the Summer Spectacular. But first, Cappy, as we get ready here at 7:41 on a Friday morning, tell us about our friends, our new partner at Cardiff.
All right, today I want to say this about Cardiff. I had a listener one time tell me this story. He's driving down the road. He's listening to the show. And I'm talking about this theory, this philosophy that I call no fear of failure. And he's literally driving down the road, and the guy works for a pest control company. And he says to himself, why do I have this fear of failure? I could actually go out and start my own pest control company, and I could do this on my own. Why am I working for somebody? And you know what? This guy, every single Christmas, he comes in, he finds me, and he thanks me. He goes, because I was listening to you that day. You said no fear of failure. I decided I was going to do it. I've got my own business. But, now he's got a small business. And he's doing really well. But he's a small operator. And there are a lot of you guys out there that are small business operators. You might be in pest control. You might own a gym.
Contractors.
Right.
Plumbers.
All these types of folks. And you're thinking to yourself.
Maybe you run grouper fishes.
Perhaps. Maybe you run a fishing boat. The thing is, you're thinking to yourself, how do I get bigger? How do I make more money? How do I expand this company? Sometimes you're thinking to yourself, how am I going to make payroll next Friday? How am I going to pay taxes? Whatever the case may be, you've got a small business and you want to scale, but you don't have the money. And then you think to yourself, well, maybe I'll go to my bank.
Hold on.
Yeah. You see, look, Bubba's like, tell me about Cardiff, Cap. Tell me about Cardiff.
He's not stopping behind you, Miles. He's not stopping behind me.
Behind
me. He's fully into Cappy.
Totally engaged in everything I'm saying today.
If anybody was into a grouper fish, Cappy
this is my guy. This is my guy. So here's the thing. So you have this small business. You want to make it bigger. You want to make more money. You want to expand what you do, but you can't find the money because the big bank is going to pound you with paperwork. It's going to take forever. You're never going to get through, and they're not going to give you the money anyway. So here's how you get the money from Cardiff. First thing you do is you go to Cardiff, Cardiff, Cardiff.co/ESPNLA. Cardiff.co/ESPNLA. The application will take you less than 5 minutes. If your business has been in business for 1 year, you have $20,000 plus in revenue per month, you may be eligible for $500,000, and it will be in your bank account today. So if you're a small business operator and you need money to grow your business, go to this website, Cardiff.co/ESPNLA, Cardiff.co/ESPNLA, and good luck to all the small business operators out there who need that money.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:44 on a feel-good Friday morning, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We're live from SeaWorld San Diego, inside the Shark Encounter Aquarium. When we return in 3 minutes, Danielle Castillo, the lead curator of this aquarium, is going to join us. We're going to talk about all the exciting things going on this summer at SeaWorld San Diego, right here on ESPN LA.
The New York Knicks made the comeback and the statement in Game 1 in the Alamo.
The Knicks fans who made their way to South Texas will celebrate. We had a prize fight of a Game 1. Back and forth we went. The Knicks land the first haymaker and take Game 1.
Can Wemby and the Spurs bounce back, or will the series go back to the Garden with a 2-0 New York lead?
The Spurs, the Knicks.
Hear every moment of the play-by-play on ESPN LA. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Game 2. Coverage tips off at 5:30 p.m., 7:10 a.m. And the ESPN LA app. Your home of the NBA. ESPN Los Angeles.
This World Cup season, the ultimate watch party experience is at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000.
It's a special Friday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
The Summer Spectacular. That is SeaWorld San Diego.
Cappy, Morales, and Bergman broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego, right in front of the all-new Shark Encounter, Dolphin Adventures, and, of course, celebrating returning to the scene of the crime.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
It's a special Friday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:48. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. A feel-good Friday. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego. You hear a little Yin Yang Twins, Cappy, because tomorrow night, the Summer Spectacular Concert Series, Yin Yang Twins are on stage here at SeaWorld San Diego. Okay, I thought Cappy was going to give you something.
Well, I'm going to give you something. Well, the summer is officially kicked off. So now, when you think to yourself, what is it? Is it Memorial Day? What is it that kicks off the summer? The Summer Concert Series at SeaWorld San Diego. When you get into that, you know every week you got an act you want to go see.
Absolutely right. And joining us, friend of the show at this point, because the great Danielle Castillo has joined us at the Orcas when we were here last summer. She is the lead curator of the Aquarian team. And you've done it again, Danielle. Look at this shark encounter. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to have you back on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, thank you for having us, Cappy, right? Look at this. Listen, the grouper fish is obsessed with you.
All right, let me just jump right in. So, Danielle, this grouper right here, okay, we've all been estimating. We're trying to figure it out. Maybe you have the answer for us. What do you think that fish weighs?
So we actually weighed it recently, and it's around 250 pounds.
That's it. Really?
We thought it was like 500.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we really thought 500 pounds. You know, it's interesting you say that you weigh it because when people come here to this brand new encounter, when they walk around, they're going to find so many different things that you guys do, not just in terms of, hey, wow, look at this. It's also how you guys take care of these fish, because I was upstairs and there's that one little side, what I'll call pool area, because I don't know all the terminology, but that's where you guys can make sure everybody's healthy and you can feed and weigh and just, can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. So we're just so excited to have Shark Encounter back to celebrate summer and kick everything off. The new additions that we have, we're really proud to have added some new access areas. So one includes our area where we can work with the veterinarian team to do our routine physicals. We check all of the animals. It's a really critical part of our job is maintaining the health of the animals. So we can do blood work, ultrasounds, you name it. We can do it right there next to the habitat. So it's really exciting for us because sharks are really fun to handle. So it gives us a really safe way to do it.
I think we're going to do something with the sharks a little bit later where we get to feed some of them. That sounds really exciting to me. But over there's a shark that's on the ground. I've never known a fish like be on the ground. What is that a normal situation?
He's just chilling right there.
Just chilling, like hanging out. Do they sleep on the ground or are they more so inside on top of the water?
That's an excellent question.
It really
we have
is.
11.
I don't know. That's a good question. It really is.
We have 11 different species here. And
take a picture of this sleeping shark.
This shark down here at the bottom is a white tip reef shark. They do rest at the bottom. Not all sharks have to continuously swim to breathe. So some of the sharks in here, like our black tip reef sharks, they'll always swim around. This white tip's just taking a rest right now. They're most active usually during dusk and dawn. So he's still a little sleepy, getting some rest in, and he'll start cruising around pretty soon.
So do most sharks are constantly swimming around, though?
It just depends on the species.
Right.
One of the fun things, so you mentioned that tour that we've added. We're really excited to also add that new opportunity. It's an upgraded tour that guests can pay to come up, talk to a shark expert, and then help us feed and learn how we feed the sharks. We have a couple species of sharks that are benthic. So our nurse sharks,
what?
benthic, which means that they hang out on the bottom mostly.
Oh, that sounds like Cappy over the weekend.
Benthic.
Yeah, you're benthic.
Right. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm feeling a little benthic right now.
Kind of like our engineer, Ben.
But yeah, so the nurse sharks and our zebra sharks will hang out at the bottom mostly. They'll also feed off the bottom. So that's what the guests will help us do. They'll help us get the food down to those guys. You'll actually get to throw in some nice smelly fish if you're up for it.
Now, here at the Shark Encounter, you've got 11 different species, along with 30 sharks in here. That's incredible. How many? Now, can you name off all the different sharks in there? Do they all have names or no, Danielle?
They don't have names.
Oh, come on. You don't name the sharks?
Just
Bubba's
Bubba?
earned his name. He's
Okay.
earned his name.
How old do you think this Bubba, this shark is right here, this grouper?
You know, we don't know his exact age.
Yeah, how
he was
would you?
donated to us years ago, so he's at least 20 years old.
Oh my God, he's
Likely
so
more
big.
than that.
And anybody who's watching on YouTube right now, you can see it right here, Danielle. I mean, this fish, I don't know, does he hang out here all the time, or because maybe he's feeling our vibration? I'm not sure.
We have laughed historically about this fish because he just loves to be in the spotlight. So when you're coming through our shark tunnel, he'll usually be there to greet you right at the entrance when you're going through, and then he'll come over for photo ops. So he's really great.
You mentioned the shark tunnel, so I walked through it a little bit earlier. And it's kind of like, you ever been in an airport where you can choose to walk or you can get on like one of those little like flat escalators? So when you walk through this shark tunnel, you don't realize as the sharks swim over, I literally had to ask, is this real? Because it's just amazing that you're sitting there and you're looking up and you see the underbelly of the sharks themselves. I mean, truly fascinating what you guys have built here.
Yeah, it's just the refresh is so exciting because as soon as you enter Shark Encounter, you're just transported into this coastal beach surf village. You'll see the sharks from the surface, which is really unique to a lot of aquariums, or one of the few that allow you that top view. But then as you move down through Shark Encounter, you are just underwater with them. You get to see them from all sides. Get to see our sand tiger with his really big teeth, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But it's just such a fun experience. Yep, he's actually cruising just midway through the water column, taking a left-hand turn right behind
Now,
him.
are those great white sharks right there? Is that what that is, or how do I know?
She's our lemon shark.
Great white would be a little bit bigger, I think, Cappy.
Well, I mean, they could be
bigger.
small at some point, can't they?
I guess, right?
We have juveniles right off our coast. But that's really the great thing about Shark Encounters. We're celebrating the diversity of sharks. There's over 500 different species that we know of, and they're all different shapes and sizes. So celebrating everything.
Something I learned this morning up at the top with the education about sharks, I didn't realize baby sharks come out as pups. I didn't know they were called pups.
They are pups. And then there's several different ways that sharks can be born, too. So we have our zebra sharks, or Indo-Pacific leopard sharks. They're known by both names. They're actually egg-laying sharks, which is really exciting because part of the conservation work that we're doing here is they're involved in that. And we're part of a program called ReShark and the Stegostoma Augmentation Recovery Project. That's a long one. But that project will allow us to possibly send a developing embryo out to Indonesia and help wild populations. So,
That's amazing.
Very exciting.
Most people think that sharks are aggressive, but these sharks don't seem aggressive at all. I mean, maybe if you actually go after them in the ocean. But so are most sharks aggressive? Or are they not? Because they're all just hanging out with each other.
Most sharks are not aggressive, and we really want to dispel that myth that sharks are these aggressive creatures. They're actually some are apex predators. So, of course, if you're swimming off the coast of Southern California, you want to be cautious and know that there are juvenile white sharks out there, but we're not on their food menu. They are not interested in us. They're looking for other things like small fish or stingrays, and then as they get older, things like sea lions, some smaller marine mammals. But it's pretty safe to swim with them. In California or in San Diego, we have leopard sharks, which are really cool. They come to the coast around summer, and they'll just hang out in the shallows in La Jolla, and you can snorkel with them as long as you're respecting the animal.
Right.
They'll respect you. So.
Right. You don't want to piss them off.
No.
Right.
But
don't punch it, That's
but to
probably
Bergen's
the
point,
ideal.
these sharks all in here, they all look like they're just kind of having a nice time swimming around. But human beings, I suspect, must have to get into this I'll call it tank, to clean things and whatever. So how many people will go in? I assume they all go in like full scuba gear. And do the sharks ever kind of go near them or bother them in any way?
So your little friend here, the white-tipped shark, is probably the most curious out of all of them. They actually, in the wild, will hunt together in groups. But we do dive in here. We get 4 divers in here at a time. They'll get the algae off the windows, do a lot of cleaning. And then it gives us an opportunity to get up and close to the sharks and really get a great look at them while we're underwater. But the sharks pretty much leave us alone. So we keep an eye on them, and they respect our space.
Shark Encounter, now at SeaWorld San Diego. That's where we're broadcasting live this morning, Cappy, inside the aquarium here at SeaWorld San Diego. Danielle Castillo, the lead curator here of the aquarium. You guys have done it again. An amazing exhibit. People got to come on down this summer as part of the Summer Spectacular and do it. And by the way, was it your idea for these hats?
Yeah, because what do you think about me and Chris wearing these hats?
I'm pretty jealous of those hats.
These hats are dope, aren't they?
There was only 2, so I made sure that they had them.
We rubbed together our shark. Right. What do you call the tip here? Just the tip?
Rostrum.
The what now?
Rostrum.
See, Cappy and I rubbed together our rostrums.
We rubbed rostrums
and the tails.
Yeah, but the nice part,
right?
it's not just it's the shark up at the front of the hat. It's the tail in the back, and then to really finish things off is the fins up on the top of that. These hats are awesome.
You haven't touched fins yet.
No, we have yet to touch fins.
That's later in the show. Right. Danielle, you're awesome. SeaWorld's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
So cool.
Thank you for having us. Have a great day. All right, Cappy. We get ready for the 8 o'clock hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, live from SeaWorld San Diego. But let's take a moment here at 7:57 to talk about our friend Jacob and Ronnie.
Okay, let's do that. Hey, Jacob and Ronnie. One thing about Jacob is this. We've been talking about this quite a bit this week, as a matter of fact. Everything that went on a couple weeks ago in Garden Grove, the GKN Aerospace Hazardous Materials incident, yes, it is over, from an evacuation standpoint anyway. But for a lot of the families, they were disrupted. I know that, Chris, not too far from...
Listen, there were parts... Anaheim's a big place, but West Anaheim, the border is right there in Garden Grove. People were being evacuated from Anaheim, Buena Park, parts of Orange. This was a scary moment. Now, that was the weekend I was in Chicago, right? And those few days leading into Memorial Day weekend. So I was getting texts from people just checking on me, like, hey, are you being evacuated from your home? What's going on in Garden Grove, Jack?
And if you all of a sudden found yourself as one of the 50,000 people that were evacuated and you had to pay for temporary lodging, or you lost wages at your job, or when you finally got home, thankfully, you found out that all the food in your refrigerator was spoiled, or even worse, maybe you experienced headaches or breathing problems or eye irritation. Who the hell knows what was going on in the environment during all of that? You got to call Jacob and Ronnie. That number is 800-345-6789. You got to keep receipts. You got to take pictures. You got to make sure you have your medical records, work records, notices, other kinds of messages, because all of these details matter, and you should not have to carry the burden alone. That's why Jacob was putting out messages on social media, and that's why we're continuing to tell you, you call Jacob today for a free consultation. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789 for Jacob and Ronnie.
Thank you, Cappy. We approach 8 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. When we come back, thank you, Kasim. Very nicely done. That brother Kasim is on top of it.
He's good.
Back in L.A. Live.
He's good.
We are live from SeaWorld San Diego. We're going to talk to our friend Tyler Carter, the park president here at SeaWorld San Diego. Now, what was this called? Nostradamus is the head?
What was it called? Rostrums?
Rostrums?
Nostrum? Rostrum.
We're going to rub rostrums in front of
Tyler. Right, he's going to like it.
He likes it.
Yes, he's
going to like it.
He's going to want to get one, too.
We are live from SeaWorld San Diego, a Feel Good Friday of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get up to $3,500 customer cash on the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end July 6th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. Get Brazilian beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions for just $9.98 a pound. That's steakhouse and seafood house quality at home. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. Shop one of their 11 locations or order online for same-day delivery. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat, wild prices.
If you run a small business, you know that opportunities and emergencies don't wait. So don't let big banks hold your business hostage with weeks of endless red tape and paperwork. Turn to Cardiff. Cardiff is America's favorite small business lender with a 5-minute application that won't impact your personal credit. You get approved in minutes and funded the same day for up to $500,000. If you've been operating for at least a year with $20,000 a month in revenue, skip the bank delays. Go to Cardiff/ESPNLA right now to secure your funding. That's cardiff.co/ESPNLA.
Eat, play, stay, and cheer this summer as the world's biggest football tournament comes to LA. Head over to LA Live to enjoy food and drink offerings from over 20 restaurants and watch every match. Catch every soccer moment this summer with your favorite crew. Big matches call for big flavors, so grab your table, order another round, and let's cheer on the world. The action begins July 11th through July 19th. See you at LA Live.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. It's a fruity candy flavor explosion, and I mean explosion. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, a zero-sugar treat that's sweet tooth approved. These can take care of my candy cravings and provides a tasty caffeine kick without all the sugar. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Get candy-flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
It's a special Friday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Cappy, Morales, and Bergman broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego, right in front of the all-new Shark Encounter.
The Summer Spectacular. That is SeaWorld San Diego.
The morning show continues on ESPN LA right now.
4 minutes after 8 a.m. Good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Feel Good Friday. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego, as you heard there. You're hearing a little Uncle Kracker. Saturday, August 22nd. Uncle Kracker will be broadcasting live. Not broadcasting live. Maybe. He'll also be performing live here on stage at SeaWorld San Diego, part of their Summer Spectacular concert series. What a great time we have. Coming up in a little bit, our friend Tyler Carter. He is the president here of SeaWorld San Diego. We're going to rub, what is it? Rostrums?
Nodestrums?
Rostrum.
Let's test it out.
By the way,
you want to test it out right now?
Let's rub them together right now.
Go with the fins. You haven't gotten the fins yet.
Yeah.
No, we tried, but then it just went back to
the tail.
Oh,
yeah, the tail.
Ow.
Oh,
That hurt.
And by the way, look, the grouper
there
comes
he is.
back.
Right, look,
we
here comes
started,
Bubba.
Bubba the
comes
grouper.
back.
I'm going to tell everybody right now, you got to do this because you're going to laugh your ass off when you see it. You got to see where we are. You got to go to our YouTube channel, and you got to see the fact that there is this 250-pound grouper flying around behind us right now. And when we're off in commercial break, this guy swims elsewhere. We come back on the air. He wants to hear what's going on. He wants more Jimmy Buffett stories.
The on-air light comes on, and Bubba the Grouper is ready. All right, we're celebrating SeaWorld San Diego, all the great things here for this summer. We're also talking the Dodgers. After they get ready, after the Diamondbacks lost last night, they get ready for the weekend against the Angels. Sunday, Bergie and all of us are going to be at Clearman's Galley in San Gabriel. More on that later. But come on out, press the flesh with us, watch the game, get a little blue review right there in person. NBA Finals, Game 2 tonight, Spurs Knicks. You'll hear it here at 5:30 p.m. Thanks to our friends at Pechanga Resort Casino. NBA Finals, part of that coverage, ESPN Radio's coverage, our very own George Shinano. He's resting his pipes.
Yeah.
He's not here
Smart
with us
move.
at SeaWorld San Diego. But apparently, Bergie, you said in the break, Austin Reeves wants the max?
Yeah, there's a report out there that Austin Reeves is reportedly seeking a max contract worth up to 5 years, $239.25, so $240 million from the Lakers, and it's uncertain whether he would be willing to take a hometown discount. That's from Brad Turner of the Los Angeles Times.
And we love Brad.
And we do love Brad, so that is a respectable report. Cappy, 5 years, $240 million. That's like $48 million.
That ain't
That's
gonna work.
a lot of money for a guy that shrinks in the playoffs.
Yes.
Can we start with this, though? That the report, if you read it again, the report is that Austin Reeves is going to seek a max contract.
Correct.
Let me
Those
ask
words
this.
matter.
Right. So if you guys were in Austin Reeves' spot, and I know if I were in his spot, I would say.
Well, if he was in your spot, yeah, you like to seek.
Yeah,
as much as you can.
I'd know all about
this.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
you?
I'd be seeking the max.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because usually the team offers the minimum. So I'd be looking at the max. And I'd be thinking to myself, you got the minimum, I got the max. Let's meet in the middle, baby. Let's do a beautiful
You'd be
thing.
calling your agent Jimmy Diamond.
Right. No, Joe Emerald. That's right. Joe Emerald. But if you're in Austin Reeves' shoes, don't you think the smart thing to do is to say, I want the max? Because it sets the tone for the negotiation. Hey, guys, the max is 5 years, 250, whatever the numbers are, right? 240.
240, yeah.
Okay.
239.25.
That's the max. That I'm eligible for the max, okay? And the Lakers then could come back to him and go, yeah, that's the max that you could receive from us. We don't want to give you the max. And here's why. We've seen what's happened here in the postseason the last couple of years. That's the fact, Jack. You can't deny what has happened in the postseason. Wait, guys, hold on. I was hurt. I rushed back. I had this oblique. I came back to try and help us win. That's why I didn't perform so well. Yeah, what about last year? You know, what happened then? So the Lakers have their leg to stand on, which is you could get the max. We don't think you're a max player. Where's the number that makes us both comfortable?
Yeah, so for him, why would he, especially if he can go somewhere else and get it's a different max. It's 4 years. I don't know the exact numbers that it is. But he can go and get a max contract somewhere else. Someone will give him that money. It probably wouldn't be a contending team. So he'd be leaving the Lakers, which have brought him up, and he can go to a non-contending team. But I don't know. I feel like if you want to give him money, is it like $30 million makes the most sense to me, right? Like a number that's way, way below what he's asking for. But then if he wants that $48 million, he's taking less and less and less each time because he's making 12 right now. So shouldn't he, like to your point, he should be asking for it. But I just don't know if he's asking for it, will he be okay taking that much less? That's almost $20 million less than what he's asking for.
Read the rest of the.
And he's taking that for sure.
Thank you, Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, read the rest of the quote, though, because it talks about a hometown discount. Read the rest of that.
And it's uncertain whether he would be willing to take a hometown discount.
Okay, it is uncertain.
Yeah.
We
could.
Yeah, right. That's right. It's uncertain. He might consider staying with the Lakers because he likes playing for the Lakers.
Luka. It's Luka's guy.
He's Luka's guy. He's in L.A. He plays for this legendary franchise. He's a big golfer. He's got every private golf course around town.
There's other golf courses.
I understand, but I'm trying to build a case. Yes, I'm trying to.
No, golf is best in California.
Right, and that's just it. So I'm trying to build this case. Hey, listen, Austin, you went undrafted. We brought you into our organization. We cultivated your talent. We turned you into a guy that was making league minimum or whatever it was. Now you're making $12 or $14 million. You've proven that you've outperformed that contract.
He's got a shoe deal.
You do have a shoe deal that with a brand that nobody's ever heard of.
It's okay, though.
You do play a lot of really good golf around town.
Yeah.
You're celebrated and adored
He's
in this
friends
town.
with John Ireland.
Hey,
John Ireland. Listen.
Got that as well.
John Ireland was my Life Source brother. He sucks on that tap.
I know he
Maybe
does.
Austin sucks on the tap, too.
He might. He has Life Source.
Right. So you're trying to make this deal. You're trying to convince him that he should take less. But I'll ask you guys this question. If you could play for the Brooklyn Nets and make $45 million a year.
Absolutely not.
And you could play for the Lakers and make $30 million a year, would anybody here give up the $15 million?
No, of course not. I wouldn't. But the way that the Lakers have to go about it is the same way they're going.
Well, wait a second. You said of course not. Chris is here shaking his shark. You know, he's going, hey, I don't know. Would you rather?
I would just say personally, in my own business life, I always like to make the jokes in meetings where we're talking about compensation that I have left a lot on the table in my career, to make sure that I'm in the position to impact change, to be in the mix of things, and to be on a successful team. And I understand that. Listen, we're not talking about the difference in $15 million. So I've never been in that position in my life. But if you're Austin Reeves, if you go to Brooklyn or you go to New Orleans, you disappear.
Yep.
Alex Caruso disappeared with the Bulls. Now he was lucky that then the Bulls and the Thunder got together, did a beautiful thing. I exactly don't know how that worked, actually. I don't know if he was a free agent or he got traded.
They did. They traded.
Okay, so they traded him. Caruso then goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and look at this. Now he's talking about, people are talking about Alex Caruso as though he's Larry Bird in that sense. But he disappeared when he was with the Bulls.
I think that's fair.
If Austin Reeves goes to Brooklyn, he disappears. People go, wait a minute. And if the Lakers then end up being a championship team, which is our hope, with Luka, LeBron maybe final year, whatever gets put together, people are going, Austin, you left L.A., you left playing golf with John Ireland. You left all these things. Sure, you got $15 million, which may add up to what? Another $60 million in his pocket? But nobody cares about you anymore.
Well, this is the big dilemma, right? Like, you think about your life if you're Austin Reeves and you're in your mid-20s, whatever he is, 27-ish, 28-ish.
28, I believe.
You're 28 years old. You say to yourself, okay, I'm going to play in the NBA till I'm 35, hypothetically, right? And that means that I'm going to have this contract right here, and then I'm probably going to get one more squeezed out of the whole thing. So what do I think my career earnings are? If I stay with the Lakers at $30 million a year for 4 years, that's $120 million. The difference between 120 and 200 and what'd you say, 38?
240.
240.
Yeah, you call it 240.
I'm willing to sacrifice $100 million to stay on a competitive
on this
team.
deal. On this deal.
Right. And then when I think about it, 4 years from now, when I'm 31 years old, let's just say the economics are such that I can get another big 4-year deal. Now I'm going to get another, I'm going to make up a number, $150 million. That's $250 million of career earnings in the next 8 years versus $250 million in the next 4 years.
By the way, Austin already got a shoe deal with, I believe, a Chinese company.
Right.
It's an Asian company. And now Mark Walter is in charge of the Lakers. And Mark Walter has made the cash register from Asian groups with Shohei Ohtani. Rigger, yes, thank you. Austin, you've already proven that you can be global. Imagine with Mark Walter's group behind you and you being a company guy, taking less for the team to work, and it's potentially a championship team. The cash register is going to be ringing, Austin. But if you're with the Brooklyn Nets or New Orleans,
you're toast.
Nobody knows who you are, dude.
No. So that's what it comes down to.
You're just a white guy wearing a headband.
Are you about? That's right. Are you like Caruso has been?
You're just Alan Sliwa of the NBA.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Hey, we're in San Diego.
Are you about the money? Or are you about the pursuit of a championship?
So here's the argument for going to a place like Brooklyn, right? So he can make 4 years about 180. It says between 178 and 183. So it's about $45 million he can make on another team. So here's the argument. If you go there, you go to Brooklyn, you go to Chicago, you go to something like that, you can be the best player on that team. You can.
Then that team's not a good team.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you're absolutely right. But you can be that best player. You'll be an all-star because you're coming from that team, the best player on that team. You'll make more money afterwards. You'll get another max contract afterwards. So if it's about the money, you can go there and start making money and showing what your skills are. He is a very skilled offensive player. It won't matter what his defense is because you're probably not making the playoffs.
Right.
You won't see all the deficiencies. You'll just say, "Oh my God, look at Austin Reeves.
He's scoring 50 a night.
He's scoring 50 a night. He's going off. Like if he's actually on a good team, maybe he could do something. He'd be the best player on a bad team, which would make a lot of money for him after all of that."
I get the sense you, Bergie, and Cappy are the type of guys that are like, I want to be the best player, even if it's a bad team. I don't want to be mind. Me personally, I don't mind being the eighth guy on the bench if the other seven
That's
guys.
so not real.
That is real.
No, you would not want to be the eighth player on the bench. You always need to be the top of
No.
Come on,
If
Cappy.
the other seven guys are better than me, I'm fine with being the eighth guy on the bench.
But he'll never believe that there are seven guys ahead of him that are better than him. That's the thing.
There's at least
no way.
All right, so here's the question. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm putting it to all three of us. You're Austin Reeves. You're in his position. You either take $30 million from the Lakers for the next 4 years, or you take, what was the number for the Brooklyn Nets?
It's 4 years, 180, let's call it.
Okay, so it's 120 to the Lakers, 180 to the Nets. What do? Do you sacrifice the $50 million to be on the better franchise in the better market with the better brand, et cetera, et cetera? Do you take your risk, Or are you about, I got to make as much as I can, as quickly as I can to set up my family and my life and generations to come?
And all the scrutiny that comes with being a Laker. If you're going to be, all the little things that you do, how you play on defense from possession to possession is going to be talked about. If you're on the Nets or the Bulls and you're scoring 45 a night and you're not playing any defense, they're just happy you're scoring 45 a night. They're not trying to do anything at this point. Maybe eventually. But so, I mean, if it's me, I want to be on the Lakers, and I want to be here with Luka Doncic and try to do something beautiful with Luka Doncic and try to get to a championship. Tell him I'm going to be Kyrie to you being Luka in Dallas. I'm going to be the one that's going to – us two together offensively are going to be incredible, and we're going to make it to a finals.
I'm with you. I'm taking the Lakers' money. I'm taking the hometown discount, and I'm thinking to myself this. What's the real difference in my life? If I make $30 million a year or I make $40 million a year, can I fly on a private jet at $30 million a year? Yeah. Can I join the fanciest country club in town? Yeah. Can I live in a big, fat, beautiful house? Yeah. Everything that I want in my life, I can do it at $30 million just as easily as I can do it at $40 million. I'll sacrifice the $10 million a year. I'll stay with the Lakers. I'll stay with Luka, and I'll pursue a championship rather than go to Brooklyn where they're terrible and we're never going anywhere.
And it's just like with how you go and talk to LeBron, saying, we're asking you to take $15 million because of this plan. Austin, you're a part of this plan. Here's the $30 million. We're going to use the rest of this on 3-and-D guys, on a big man. We're going to build a team because of you taking less money and LeBron taking less money, or even take him out completely. This is what we're going to do. We're going to build a team that can compete with San Antonio, can beat with Oklahoma City Thunder, and now the Knicks. They can compete with those teams because we're going to have big bodies, we're going to have strong bodies, and shooting all around you, and defense to hide your and Luka's defense.
Listen, you're making a very compelling case this morning, Bergie.
Thank you.
A very
Good
compelling
job.
case.
Bergie, you could do sports talk radio.
Well, that, or you could be an agent.
A little bit.
This is why he's do you need a new agent?
Maybe Bergie.
I mean,
maybe you're new.
That's a
Now
whole
you're
different
Joe
conversation.
Emerald.
No, I mean, Sedano's my agent,
Right.
so you can't have me.
No, well, I can't have you, but I could.
You could have Bergie.
Sedano's also a consultant. You know what I mean? He may not necessarily be the official agent of record, but certainly a consulting member of the team.
8:18 on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a Feel Good Friday. We are live from the Shark Encounter, the aquarium here at SeaWorld San Diego. Coming up in just a few moments, Tyler Carter, the president of SeaWorld San Diego, is going to join us, friend of the show. Right now, Kasim, yeah, there you go, perfect. Why don't I talk about my friends at George Chevrolet, Bellflower's Party Pal, right off the 91 freeway at Lakewood, the Lakewood exit. Bellflower's Party Pal is John Good. He runs George Chevrolet. He's got you taken care of, along with his pal, Kevin Rivas. Right there, Kevin Rivas, fine graduate of St. John Bosco.
Good dude.
Yeah. And he's, by the way, you've been on the phone with him.
Yeah, just recently.
You're trying to get that Equinox for your daughter.
Still working on it.
Still working on it?
Yeah.
The Memorial Day sales event is going on still. So if you want an Equinox, a Trax, maybe you want a Traverse, or you want a big truck, the Silverado, or you need a Suburban, you need a Tahoe, or you're going through a midlife crisis like Cappy and you want a Corvette. Vroom, vroom. Go see our friends at George Chevrolet. Go see John Good. Go see Kevin Rivas, GeorgeChevy.com. They are 7-time Dealer of the Year. Should I do it here? Do you think Bubba the Grouper will like it when I go bam, 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 bam? 7-time Dealer of the Year, George Chevrolet. They'll take care of you. 91 Freeway, Lakewood. Go see Bellflower's Party Pal.
It
John
really
Good.
echoes when you do the BAMs.
I know. In the aquarium, the BAMs are pretty in your face. Our friends at George Chevrolet. And now, Kasim, what I want you to do is open up the telephone lines because it is a Cosm Ticket Friday. Caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You win a 4-pack of GA tickets to watch the Golden Knights and the Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup Final at Cosm tomorrow night for Game 3, Saturday, June 6th. Experience every hit, save, and game-changing moment on Cosm's massive immersive displays. For more info and tickets, visit Cosm.com, only with ESPN LA. Caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. You win those GA tickets, a 4-pack. So you got something to do on a Saturday night. And I've never seen hockey and NHL action at Cosm. It must be incredible over there. So check that out. Caller number 7 right now. You win. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego, doing a beautiful thing. Cappy. And coming up, we will talk to Tyler Carter, the president here at SeaWorld San Diego. Plus, we'll maybe get into some other stuff. You know, we are a sports show, and we're talking LA sports, and we're putting a smile on your face. Go ahead.
I'll tell you one thing I'd like to talk about as the week comes to an end. This Myles Garrett, Jared Verse story, everybody in the world has had an opinion about it, and there are some people that think that the Rams will get worse because they got Myles Garrett.
Who thinks that?
Who thinks that? What a tease from Cap.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I love
We'll
that,
do that
Cap.
next.
Nice
The Sedano
job.
and Cap Morning Show in 3 minutes here on ESPN LA.
The New York Knicks made the comeback and the statement in Game 1 in the Alamo.
The Knicks fans who made their way to South Texas will celebrate. We had a prize fight of a Game 1. Back and forth we went. The Knicks land the first haymaker and take Game 1.
Can Wemby and the Spurs bounce back, or will the series go back to the Garden with a 2-0 New York lead?
The Spurs, the Knicks.
Hear every moment of the play-by-play on ESPN LA. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Game 2. Coverage tips off at 5:30 p.m., 7:10 a.m. And the ESPN LA app. Your home of the NBA. ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Rams fans, D-Far here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
It's a special Friday edition of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
The Summer Spectacular. That is SeaWorld San Diego.
Cappy, Morales, and Bergman broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego, right in front of the all-new Shark Encounter, Dolphin Adventures, and, of course, celebrating returning to the scene of the crime.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
It's a special Friday edition of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Yes, indeed, 8:25. Good morning. Feel Good Friday, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego. You hear a little E40 playing. Thank you, Kasim. Saturday, July 11th. E40 going to be on stage here, part of the Summer Spectacular concert series at SeaWorld San Diego. Plus, Summer Nights in San Diego are leveling all the way up with SeaWorld's new Ocean of Dreams drone show during the Summer Spectacular. Picture this, a breathtaking journey beneath the waves with over 600 glowing drones, all synchronized in vibrant aerial formation, bringing to life animals like dolphins, sea otters, Sharks and Majestic Orca all ending a neon-inspired finale that is just beautiful on a summer night. We're going to talk to Tyler Carter, the park president here at SeaWorld San Diego, in just a few moments. But, Bergie, Cappy had a brilliant tease before we took a timeout.
It was.
Do it one more time, Cappy.
Hey, look, the whole week has been about the Myles Garrett signing for the Rams, the trade and then the signing.
Right.
And there are some people out there that are not as euphoric as we as Rams fans are, and actually think for some
Bergie's
reason
a Raiders fan, but that's okay.
Right, but he can pose as a Rams fan.
I
Given
can talk about
our,
the Rams,
our
but
You're a
partnership.
poser?
No, I can pose. I'm not posing as a Rams fan. I can talk about them.
Oh, okay.
But
there's a difference.
There is a euphoria.
Who's ever
around,
saying this, by the way? Poser.
Yeah, right. There is a euphoria around L.A. around Myles Garrett, and I love this. I think
there should be, by the way. He's the best defensive player in the NFL, and many say the best player in the NFL.
And the Rams have once again stolen the headlines.
Right.
The NBA Finals are going on. The Stanley Cup is going on. Ohtani's pitching brilliantly. Everything's going on, and the Rams, pre-training camp, have stolen the headlines with this Myles Garrett story. So now Chris Canty from Unsportsmanlike, which is the show that comes on before us.
3 to 7 a.m. on your weekday. So you need to get in that car early and get that commute going. We got amazing sports talk, although I think I'm not going to like what Chris Canty says.
Chris Canty's a former NFL defensive end himself.
Super Bowl champion.
That's right. And he looks at what the Rams have done, and he's maybe not as impressed as the rest of us. Here's what Chris Canty had to say. We ready to play this audio?
They feel
think so.
real 2011 Philadelphia Eagles-ish. The darling, everybody wants to pick them. They go out and they make all of these splashy moves. You know, that 2011 team, they had Asante Samuel and Nnamdi Asomugha as their corners. You know, this team, they traded for Trent McDuffie. They got Jalen Watkins as the other corner. I just go out and get Myles Garrett. You feel real 2011 Eagles-ish. I don't know, man. It's one thing to put together a great collection of talent. It's another thing for that talent to be a great team. If you gave me the choice, you know, are the Rams going to win a Super Bowl or are they going to miss the playoffs? I would lean toward the latter. I think they're more likely to miss the playoffs than win the Super Bowl.
Whoa, Cappy. Come on. Whoa. Miss the playoffs? They were a play away from making it to the Super Bowl.
And would have won.
And would have won, of course. And then had added two great, really good, one of them's all-pro cornerbacks and the best pass rusher in the game. Yet they're going to miss the playoffs with Matthew Stafford? Barring injury, that just does not seem likely at all.
So, okay, look, on one hand, he brings up an interesting point, which is you are going out and you are acquiring talent.
Maybe what Sedano said about Chris Canty is right.
What do you say?
He's not that impressed by some of his takes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
this one seems like he's reaching a little bit.
This is a reach.
Well, first and foremost, you got to do this for me. It's 2026. You'll have to excuse me. I don't remember the 2011 Eagles.
Well, luckily we have this thing called Google.
Yeah.
Of which we have it right here.
Yes.
Who's the coach of the 2011 Eagles?
Oh, so you didn't,
Andy Reid.
Andy.
Okay, so
but this is Andy Reid at the back of his Eagles
Correct.
era.
Right.
Listen, Andy Reid did some great things with the Eagles. They won a lot of playoff games, but they always including in the Super Bowl with Terrell Owens, where I was like, let's go Eagles. Sam Boney had made me an Eagles fan. I love T.O. They had Donovan McNabb. They had some amazing teams, but they couldn't win it all under Andy Reid at that era of Eagles football.
Okay, so
he needed Patrick Mahomes to get him over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, listen, you think about it. There is a case to be made.
You know who their quarterback was?
Who's quarterback?
The Eagles in 2011.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. You said Donovan McNabb.
No, their quarterback at that point was Michael Vick.
Okay.
Who was on the let's pretend he wasn't in jail for, some of his time.
So what did the 2011 Philadelphia Eagles, how'd they finish?
8-8.
Okay. All right. Very good. Wow, you're
I
on
didn't
it.
know who was going to go, so I just went.
You're on it.
That's
You're
fine.
on it.
No,
I mean, first you mentioned McNabb, then you mentioned Mike Vick. This is great.
Here's it just for your knowledge.
Yeah.
Michael Vick, LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin, Brent Selleck.
All good players.
Jason Peters, on the backside, on the defensive side. Asante Samuel, Nnamdi Asomugha. So the Nnamdi Asomugha thing is something that I'm very well aware of. He was incredible with the Raiders.
Yep.
And then he went over to the Eagles and he stunk.
Yep.
He just did not fit into that scheme. They didn't put him in the right system to really show who he could be. And then he just fell apart and he was awful the rest of the way.
Look,
so that defense was different afterwards and Nnamdi didn't help it.
There have been examples in the NFL in the past where fan bases get themselves all excited because this team got this player and he's going to add this and then we brought in this guy on the defense and this guy on the offense and we've got this great collection of players, and guess what? They don't turn into great teams. But here's where Chris Canty is absolutely dead wrong. Look, you can tell me about the collection of talent that Philadelphia acquired in 2011, and you can compare it to the quality of talent that has been added through free agency, veteran talent. You're talking defensive player of the year, and you're talking about an all-pro cornerback, both brought to the same defense that just didn't have the ability to close games. They should have won that game in Seattle in the regular season in week like 15, 16, whatever it was, where Seattle, remember the play with the 2-point conversion where the ball was on the ground and it just got picked up and walked in? Charbonnet walked into the end zone. Nobody even knew the play was still alive. It was a freaky game, but they made a huge comeback in the game. They had a punt return for a touchdown. They couldn't close games, the Rams. That's why they didn't win the Super Bowl. That's why they didn't get to the Super Bowl.
Special teams disasters last year.
No doubt. Yeah. But remember, in the NFC Championship game, as that game was in the last few moments, Sam Darnold drove the Seahawks down the field, and not Jared Verse, not Byron Young. There was no Aaron Donald. Nobody could make the play to close the game. Myles Garrett is that missing piece. So, where Chris Canty is wrong in all of it, he can compare quarterback to quarterback. Michael Vick versus Matthew Stafford. Stafford wins all day long.
All day long.
Look at those wide receivers. Good wide receivers in Philadelphia. Puka wins, and this wide receiving crew from the Rams wins. You might say LaShawn McCoy. You might compare LaShawn McCoy favorably in that scenario, but we're not going player for player. The whole key to why the Rams will be significantly better this year with these acquisitions is because of the Sean McVay factor.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
The Sean McVay factor is something that Chris Canty is not talking about. He's talking about, can you take a collection of talent and make them into a team? Fair question. Completely fair question. But you have to look at the track record of McVay.
Right.
Because as Myles Garrett said in his press conference, players want to play for McVay. McVay has a different relationship with players today than any coach has ever had, including Andy Reid back then. That is the difference. And so while Canty is saying this has more 2011 Eagles vibes, collection of talent, don't make the playoffs, I can tell you right now, assuming everybody's healthy, Chris Canty will be proven dead ass wrong.
Absolutely, and I think we could unpack this even more.
Yeah, there's more to this.
Andy Reid was in his eating cheeseburgers and not caring about football with the Eagles at that phase in 2011. Let's bring over Tyler Carter, the park president of SeaWorld San Diego. He's going to join us here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show in just a moment as we continue to talk about the greatness of SeaWorld San Diego and everything here.
Do you see these guys? These things are awesome.
Oh, these are
stress balls.
Yeah, the stress balls. But so I've been doing this to your face over and over again throughout the show now since I've gotten these, Chris.
Yeah.
But because you can't see out of the right side.
That's the left side.
Oh, it's the left side.
I just haven't been noticing.
Yeah. I thought it was because of that.
No, it's okay. Tyler, how are you?
Here
man?
comes
Good
the
morning.
boss, man.
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
So good to see you, bro. I mean, it's been a year since last summer.
Only a year. Oh, my God.
And,
I know.
And last summer, we sat here, not here, but the orcas were
right
behind us.
Right
Yep. Now, sharks and grouper. And you see
Bubba.
You see Bubba the grouper? First of all, this fish and me are going to kiss because look at these luscious lips.
You're meant to be. It's meant to be.
And every time we go to a commercial break, he swims around, does his own thing. We come back on the air, and this fish wants to hang out with us. It's the most fascinating thing. It really is.
He knows it's his call time.
Look at him.
No.
Look at him.
He's ready.
Look at those lips. Amazing.
Tyler Carter is the park president here at SeaWorld San Diego. So, Tyler, the shark encounter is incredible. We had Danielle Castillo on, who's the lead. She directs the aquarium here. We've had her on the show. She's a friend of the show, just like you are. Congratulations on just an amazing, amazing, spectacular for people to come down to SeaWorld San Diego. How did this get thought up, the shark encounter?
Yeah, I mean, sharks are such a misunderstood species, which I know Danielle for sure talked about. And so we want to take an opportunity to really change the narrative and show how important they are for our oceans, how important it is to protect them. And also, it's so unique to be able to get this up close with them and not be scared in any way. So it's really cool to share it with everyone.
Very cool. Cappy.
Well, that is kind of the thing about sharks, right, is that most of us are fearful of sharks, right? Like, there are people that literally will not walk into the ocean because they're fearful of a shark. shark. The beauty of this exhibit is that you can see them in their, I'll call it natural environment, and you
100%.
see how they behave, and you can see that they are generally passive. But for people who have fear, it's like going to the zoo and there's a rattlesnake behind the glass, This is amazing to be able to see these sharks behave the way they do and get humans to better understand what they're really all about.
100%. And that's the goal, is to share, have an up-close view. Not everyone gets to do this. I get to do this every day, but not everyone does, so we love sharing it with everyone.
Yeah, it's really cool. Hey, some things that are coming up here at SeaWorld San Diego this summer that I'm really interested in. I always tell people that you guys have like this bomb fireworks show, but I see now that you're doing drone shows. Drone shows have taken over. It doesn't mean that fireworks shows necessarily get replaced. You'll tell us if they have. But drone shows are amazing. I don't know what the number is, but there could be like 400 or 500 drones in the air all coordinated at the same time, and it's a beautiful show. It's great for the environment. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so our drone show is actually 600 drones. I went even higher than what you got.
600. You're 100 up me.
I 100 up you. But I think what's really cool, it's a unique way to storytell in the sky, and I think that's what's been so special. Our show launched just over 2 weeks ago, and all the guests that are coming to see it are like, oh my God, like you are storytelling. I'm learning about ocean conservation. I'm seeing amazing animals. I'm seeing in the sky. We've got great music that overlays with it. It's such a unique way to change what nighttime entertainment is.
So when I was younger, there was a SeaWorld Summer Nights that would go on. It was a celebrate Shamu and all that. So you're bringing that back, right?
We are, yeah. So this summer, we're all talking about, it's day to night, summer nights at SeaWorld. We have an all-new Dolphin Night show, Dolphins Touch the Sky, launching next week. Shamu Celebration Light Up the Night, a new show starting next week. The drone show's already launched. We've got BMX shows at night. There's something.
shows.
Yeah, BMX, right? They don't let me do that one, I will tell you. I can do a variety of other things, but they don't put me on a bike. But I think what's so unique, is during the day, you can spend time with all the animals, see all the different things. We kick off our concert series tomorrow with Ying Yang Twins.
Yeah.
Concerts on Saturdays. We've got night shows every night. We've got drone shows. There's so much to do day and night. A day's not enough.
Tyler, don't bury the lead. You got Ying Yang Twins tomorrow night.
We do.
But then a week from tomorrow night, June 13th.
Genuine's back.
Genuine's coming back.
Yes.
And we talked about the last time how I love the pony dance.
I know.
Genuine was going to join us on the show earlier this week. He ran late on tour, but we're going to get him on hopefully next week.
Good.
Because he's going to walk me how to officially do the pony. I do a little too much grind. You know what I mean? Not enough torso.
He's really good.
Yeah,
I think he's got a couple years of experience with it, so I think he'll take care of it.
And then Cappy's coming back for Ashanti.
Yeah, Ashanti on July 18th, which is a Saturday night, which I'm really excited about, and everybody tells me she just tears the place apart.
It's incredible. I saw her when she was here a couple years ago, and it absolutely incredible. I mean, I think what's so great about the Summer Concert Series, it's a way to bring everyone together, have a great time, forget everything that's happening in the world, and the fact that we get to do it here at SeaWorld so special.
Yeah, it really is. The place is awesome. The place looks incredible. And I know I'm really excited about that, Ashanti, but I may have to come back down for Genuine.
I'm thinking about it, too.
Yeah, you know what you should come down for is Sea Lions tonight. I know that you have a little bit that you did something with Sea Lions tonight, right?
Yeah, so, over Memorial Weekend, there was a need for a Biff, and so I ended up on the Sunday. Tyler was Biff for 2 shows. You do whatever you have to do, but I think what's so special, again, with Summer Nights at SeaWorld, bringing back Sea Lions Tonight, which is a fan-favorite sketch comedy show, bringing Dolphin Night show. We just launched an all-new Dolphin Day show. Last year, we launched an all-new Orca Day presentation. Like, there are so many new things for people to see, so if you haven't been recently, you're missing out. On top of coasters, animals, everything
That's
else.
what I wanted to ask about, because if you remember last year, the first time we broadcast down here, we took our producer, Lindsay Baseball, and we gave her a camera, literally an iPhone, and she live streamed her I guess, roller coaster ride.
Yep.
Can you just talk us through, because people hear about all the sharks and the dolphins and concerts, but there are some amazing roller coasters here at SeaWorld. Just walk us through the different coasters.
Yeah, so absolutely. So we have Journey to Atlantis, which is one of our originals, opened in 2004. It's a water hybrid coaster, one of my personal favorites. We actually just did some reimagination on it last year and a little more this year with new scenery, new effects, a new storyline. You will get wet. That's a 100% guarantee. We have a family favorite, which is Manta. It's a family launch coaster, opened in 2012. That's one of my other real big favorites. But again, those are on the, I would say, calmer, lower level side. Then we get to the big guys like Electric Eel, which is my top coaster at this park. It's a tri-launch coaster, goes upside down multiple times. You almost feel like you're suspended. Great airtime. Emperor, which is the longest, tallest, fastest floorless dive coaster on the West Coast. Say that 5 times fast.
Wow. Just what's the name of that coaster again?
Emperor.
And just slow it down for one time. It's the
longest, tallest, fastest floorless dive coaster.
So this is where
on
your
the West
feet are
Coast.
dangling.
Feet are dangling.
Okay.
You suspend, go down at 90 degrees.
Who here's a roller coaster person?
Not anymore.
Okay, Chris?
Not anymore.
Okay, Tyler, I will ride that roller coaster with
Let's
you as
do
soon
it.
as we get off the air.
Let's do it. I'm
That
in.
sounds awesome.
I'm in.
And you say there's a 90-degree
There is, yeah.
drop?
And what it's actually really cool. So what you think that you're suspended over it, but actually, fun fact, the train never stops. So it's moving very slowly while you're kind of at that point, and then you drop at 90 degrees, 3 inversions, super cool.
Awesome.
And there's one more, Arctic Rescue, which is also a family straddle coaster. Again, a lot of fun. So there's something for everyone, but even if you're not a coaster lover, we also have kids rides. We have our Sky Tower, Sky Ride, Shipwreck Rapids, which is a raft ride. So there's really something for everyone. Rides, attractions, animals, concerts, shows, presentations.
Okay,
everything.
I have one other question.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing to eat in the park?
Birria tacos at Hibisco.
Oh, that sounds
it's beautiful.
delicious.
Done. Easy.
Birria tacos at
Hibisco, our Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
Tyler Carter,
That
the
was
park
fast.
president.
I know.
San Diego.
I like to eat.
Yeah.
Now, Tyler, since you're the president, you're the boss here.
Uh-oh.
I got to ask you something. These hats that Cappy and I are wearing.
Yeah.
The shark coming out of the hat, 3D. What's the top thing?
Rostrum.
The rostrum.
Rostrum. Did you know that, Tyler?
I did.
You did.
I spent a lot of time with Danielle.
Okay.
Did you approve these hats?
I did.
Was this your idea?
It was not my idea.
Okay.
We have an incredible retail team that puts together all the
It's kind of like an
designs.
old school, like you remember those Steve Martin hats where it was an arrow coming in this
Yep.
way and an arrow going in that
Sit on
way?
both
It's the
sides.
shark that swam through our head.
Now, Tyler, you're going to watch something here that we started the show with.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Cappy and
uh-oh is
I are
right.
going to rub rostrum.
We got to step away
Okay.
for this.
No,
I'm just gonna
Tyler,
rub
Tyler,
rostrum.
Take a look at this.
I want to be in the
Tyler,
middle.
you can judge. Look at that. Look at
Wow.
us rub rostrums right there.
You
This
like
is
that,
different.
Tyler?
Only at SeaWorld San Diego will you get this type of experience.
Tyler Carter, the park president. Thank you, Tyler, for
Of
having us
course.
out. We love being at
Thank you.
SeaWorld San Diego. Get on down
Oh,
here
man.
for the summer concert series.
Appreciate you.
The Shark Encounter, everything going on at SeaWorld San Diego. Cappy, why don't we take a few moments to talk about the wellness company here
I'd
at
love to.
8:41 in the morning.
I would absolutely love to. As a matter of fact, where's my bag? It's
Where
right
is
here.
your wellness kit?
I do not. I'm telling you.
You carry it with you everywhere, don't
I
you?
do not joke around. When I tell you that I never, ever, ever leave the medical emergency kit at home, why would you? Hypothetical. We're talking. All of a sudden, I don't feel so good. I'm like, oh no, I think I got an ear infection. Oh no, I think I've got strep throat, right? Well, what am I going to do? Am I going to wait to call my doctor? No. Am I going to wait to go to urgent care? No, I am not. I'm going to open the medical emergency kit. I'm going to go into the guidebook. I'm going to find strep throat. And then strep throat, they're going to tell me, hey, you know what? Take some from the Z-Pack or take amoxicillin. I'm walking around with an urgent care in my bag. I'm walking around with an entire pharmacy in my bag. I'm telling you right now that every family should have one of these, and they're really easy to get. All you have to do is go to urgentcarekit.com, urgentcarekit.com, and then throw on at the back side of it, /710. urgentcarekit.com /710. When you get there, use our promo code 710, and you're saving $45. So listen, every family should have one in their home. Any kid that's in college should have one. If you've got a kid traveling abroad this summer, okay, you should have one. If you got a kid going to camp this summer, they should have one. Every family should have at least one of these medical emergency kits. So go to urgentcarekit.com /710, urgentcarekit.com /710. Use the promo code 710, and you are saving $45 on your medical emergency kit.
Thank you, Cappy. 8:43 on a Friday morning, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego. We've got NBA Finals Game 2 tonight. Knicks Spurs as the Knicks look for a 2-0 series lead. Can you imagine if they win
That
2
would
in
be
the
great.
Alamo? Wow. Let's go for Ben Lyons, our friend. Let's do it for JT the Brick, Bergie.
I'll do it for Ben Lyons, not for JT.
We'll keep
Do it for
talking about-
JT.
Because I'm tired of hearing the name. That's why.
Oh, it never will end.
I know it won't. Because I'm tired of it, you're going to continue doing it.
You know what JT is? He's like Bubba.
He's just always there.
He's our grouper fish.
Really, he is, huh? Somebody throw a tank top on Bubba.
We'll continue the fun.
I love you, JT.
On a Friday morning, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We're back in 3 minutes on ESPN LA.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, sports fans, it's Sua Cravens, and I want to tell you about my newest and favorite place, Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market. I have 11 locations from LA to OC to Encinitas to choose from and to shop. And they have the largest selection of everyday proteins, sides, over 400 types of grinds, and of course, a large selection of exotic meats and seafood. The largest variety in one meat and seafood market. Amazing prices and products from all over the world. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat, wild prices.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy parm pan pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy parm pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the?
Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto.
Nice. Who's that?
New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now.
Wait, we're famous?
Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning on the Sedano Kap Morning Show.
Wild Fork, your neighborhood meat and seafood market.
Now, he's put on his captain's hat.
I am the captain. This is the captain's table. The captain sits at the captain's table.
Captain Condiment has the Yacht Rock all queued up.
Now.
Yes, indeed, 8:48. Good morning. A Friday morning live from SeaWorld San Diego. Our Yacht Rock Sock in the morning thanks to Wild Fork Foods. Got to get that summer breeze. Thanks to Seals and Crofts. By the way, the road to the Cup is here. Next Friday, Team USA begins its journey on soccer's biggest stage. Join ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate tailgate ahead of Team USA's opening match in Los Angeles. Mason, Andy Kamenetsky, and Sua Cravens. Oh, Sua! Are live from noon to 3, followed by DeMarco, Travis, and producer Laura from 3 to 6, powered by Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at Wild Fork Foods. Man, I'm stumbling. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, quality meat, quality prices. It might be because the grouper fish.
Yeah,
Bubba's just staring at me. He's like, that's
back.
a bad read, sucker.
Yeah, he really is.
The cameras start, and here comes
Here he
Bubba.
is.
He's ready. All right, the cameras are going to be on tonight. Hey, at the Alamo, as the Spurs try to fight off the New York Knickerbockers in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Now, Cappy, if the Knicks somehow pull off another win, not only will George Sedano be melting down and losing his mind, but the Spurs then got to go back on the road and go to the Garden and play. I don't know if that's how they say that. That was more for Boston,
Yeah,
not New York. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They got to go to the Garden and battle against the Knicks on their home court.
Right.
And at that point, if the Spurs are down 0-2, is it over?
No.
No?
I don't think it's over because when you have a guy like Wemby that can take over games and be the best player in the world at any given moment, I don't think it's over. Now they're in a bad spot. Having to go down 0-2 back to New York, that's a brutal, brutal spot. But when you have somebody like him, it's never over.
You think they're going to go down 0-2? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Listen.
I think they make adjustments.
Listen, I hope so. Okay, again, I go into this NBA Finals, and I don't really – as a sports fan, I'm entertained. You've got Wembanyama, who's the most freaky human being that's ever played pro sports that we've ever seen in our entire lives. So we've got that storyline. And then the Knicks is a great story, right? I mean, of all these years that they haven't been good, 50-plus years, and their owner's like considered the worst owner in all of sports. He kicks out Patrick Ewing. He kicks out Charles Oakley. I mean, there's all these storylines about Charles Dolan and what a crap owner he is.
James Dolan.
James Dolan. What did I say?
Charles.
It's fine.
That's all right. Who's Charles Dolan?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Chuck Dolan.
Chucky Dolan.
Chucky D.
Can you do me a favor? If the Spurs are losing and there's like a minute left, every minute, every 20 seconds, just ha.
Yeah. Because here's the thing.
Send that in the text, and Sedano will lose it.
Oh, he'll lose his mind.
Lose his mind.
Because here's the thing about Sedano. He knows more about NBA basketball in his little pinky finger than I'm ever going to know about NBA basketball. I'll give you that, okay? But when you're at the Western Conference Finals and you're seeing San Antonio and Oklahoma City go just toe-to-toe battle, just landing big old haymakers, you're looking at the Knicks and you're thinking, you know what? Cleveland's terrible. They quit after game one. The Knicks have cruised, but the Knicks have won 12 straight games in the postseason. I don't care if it's the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference, or if they're playing in NBA Europe. If you are winning 12 straight games in the postseason, you're good. Okay? And so when you have somebody who's got such a strong opinion like Sedano, and he's so consumed with being right all the time, which I love about it because I love to see him be wrong, which is unfortunately not too often, but I want to be right. I want to be right. I want the Knicks to win. I want to see the Spurs fall. And I also think it really makes the story interesting for next year. Wow, the Knicks are the defending champs, and Wemby's the star of the league, but he didn't finish the job. So it just makes that much more interest next year for me.
Yeah, there's storylines, but I like storylines too, but I like storylines in a different way. I like perennial losers. I'm a Raider fan, so of course that's what it is. I like when a team is a perennial loser and they stay that way. Like the worst thing that happened to the Cubs in Major League Baseball is that the Cubs won a World Series. Now they're not the lovable
and then
losers anymore.
they didn't keep winning.
No.
So they won one,
and then
now nobody cares about anything.
You care a zero amount about the Cubs.
Right.
I want the same thing for the Knicks. The Knicks haven't won since 1972. The Guardians haven't won since, 1958, something like that? I want those teams to never win a game again, because of what they're losers.
That makes
and they
sense.
Stay the losers.
Right.
So the Knicks, I want them to lose just because of that. Nothing against New York. Also, their fans are so annoying.
How about
they're so loud and
Wait a minute, a
obnoxious.
Raiders fan thinks another fan group is annoying?
Yeah, really.
Like I understand how it sounds,
Yeah.
but yes, it's true. I mean, like they try to tear Mookie Betts' arm off of him when they were at Yankees.
You know, you mentioned perennial losers. Well, you didn't mention my favorite losers, the Chargers.
Exactly. They should never win a
want
game.
to
The
see
Clippers.
right. I want to see these. But in the Knicks case, I love what's going on in New York City. I love how everybody who's in New York City is reporting that there's never been a more alive time in the city. The whole town seems to be buzzing. There's thousands and thousands of people out on the streets watching these games. Like, I would never do that. Like, I would never go to a viewing party and be outside with 100,000 people on the streets watching on a television monitor. I would much rather be at home and not be in that crowd. But the fact that these people, that they're going crazy and that they're loving their team and that they've never seen this. Because, look.
And then the disappointment would be amazing.
Okay. Listen, and by the way, it's so far from over. This series is so far from over.
Remember the 76ers beat the Lakers when they went 16-1 that one year?
Yeah, they
Allen
did.
Iverson went off.
Right, yeah.
Won that
Game one.
Stepped
right over Ty Lue.
Yeah. Same kind of thing. Could very well happen that way.
Yeah. But, now I'm just being purely selfish, okay? And I'm admitting it. I'm being purely selfish. The fact that Sedano is so Wemby Spurs consumed and thinks that they're going to steamroll and then they lost game one makes me root even harder for the Knicks so that I could say to him, when it's all said and done, if the Knicks win, imagine me coming on the air and saying to him,
I know more about basketball than you do.
It's going to be so good.
I told you.
It's going to be so good.
I could analyze the Knicks, and I could analyze the Spurs, and I could see that the Knicks had the better, deeper roster, more experienced guys, and they're just winners.
You know what's going to happen, right? Sedano's going to make it like, well, he'll tell you all the reasons why you are wrong, even how you were saying about it.
Here's the worst part. Here's the worst part of it all. He's ultimately going to be right. You know what I mean? The Spurs are going to wind up winning this whole thing, and I'm going to be sitting there going, well, don't you remember that I said that the only reason I took the Knicks is because they were underdogs, and if they won, then I would be smart, and if they lost, everybody expected it anyway? That's what's going to happen.
Game 2 of the
You're
NBA
right,
Finals.
Captain.
You'll hear it here on ESPN LA at 5:30 p.m. with the coverage from ESPN Radio. Sedano will be on the sidelines on the national call. I'll be watching it at East Central, my downtown LA home away from home. We're back at East Central Hotel tonight because we're in Santa Monica tomorrow morning for the CHLA event. By the way, this hour, the 8 a.m. hour, brought to you by Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and Angelica's Insurance has got you covered. From auto and home to business and life, they build a plan just for you, even DUI and SR22 coverage to get you back on the road fast. Visit Angelicas-INS.com for a free quote today. We get ready for our digital-only hour on YouTube and on the app, The Rich Eisen Show, beginning terrestrially. We're going to talk to Jackie Plaza, the VP of Marketing and Sales, here at SeaWorld San Diego, talk about the summer concert series. Plus, we'll talk about all the fun and frivolity. We will do even more wild and crazy stuff with the Sharks behind us. And, of course, all of it thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, making the morning wood happen every morning. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. By the way, I saw Epic Wolf in the YouTube chat when I glanced in there.
Yep.
An amazing line.
Yes.
Is Trudell tall enough to ride the kids' coasters here at SeaWorld?
And I'm going to tell you right now, in the digital hour, I've got a problem with Trudell, and I'm going to air it out.
Oh, can't wait.
We do that next. We are live on a Feel Good Friday as we approach the 9 a.m. hour, live from SeaWorld San Diego.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Rams fans, DFAR here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me, all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Men, your health is the real MVP. Providence reminds you that many of the top health risks men face can go unnoticed. But annual checkups, screenings, and knowing your numbers can make all the difference. From staying active and eating well to prioritizing sleep and mental wellness, small steps can have a big impact. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate care. Take control of your health like I did. Learn more at Providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. It's a special Friday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do.
Cappy, Morales, and Bergman broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego, right in front of the all-new Shark Encounter, Dolphin Adventures, and, of course, celebrating returning to the scene of the crime.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
The summer spectacular that is SeaWorld San Diego.
Yeah. Turns out there's a Walmart right in my own neighborhood.
Wow.
They got it all.
Yeah, it's like a grocery store, too.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Yeah, I don't think people like being called hack.
You're the güero on the radio.
No. Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
Do you want to know how many times I've talked to Rich Paul about LeBron ever?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I don't know if that was planned, but that was incredible.
Way to time it out.
I was waiting for an entrance,
That was incredible.
Way to go, Linz.
I would say once, and it wasn't even, I jumped into a conversation that someone was asking him about LeBron. Like, it wasn't even me.
Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want.
Right. Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the Stinger last time.
Oh, big time. So,
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Scott.
Yeah.
9:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. The digital only hour is on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We are live on the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, plus tune in, all kinds of Michigash, whatever. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego, where there is not Michigash. There are amazing sharks behind us, including Bubba. Where's Bubba now? The grouper.
Bubba will be
Bubba
back.
left.
He's
Oh,
right
there he
here.
is.
There he
Here
is.
comes. He
Bubba
heard
the
you-
grouper.
you
He's
heard-
coming back.
Heard Cappy talk.
He's
trying to
coming
come
back.
this way.
That
We've
is
had
my
a great
brother.
morning so far here at SeaWorld San Diego, where the Summer Concert Series kicks off tomorrow night with the Yin Yang Twins. We are live from the aquarium. If you're watching on YouTube, what a sight it's been all morning long here at SeaWorld San Diego. Tyler Carter, the park president, joined us. Our friend Danielle Castillo, also a friend of the show. Yep. She leads this whole aquarium, teaches us about the sharks and all the amazing things here at SeaWorld San Diego for the Summer Spectacular. Coming up in about 10 minutes, Jackie Plaza, also a friend of the show. Mm-hmm. She's the VP of Marketing and Sales. She's going to talk about some of the great things going on here as part of the SeaWorld concerts and the Summer Concert Series go on. But tonight, Game 2 of the NBA Finals, the Spurs look to even things up against the Knicks. Or could the Knicks take a 2-0 series lead and head back to New York with an amazing lead over Wemby and the Spurs? You'll hear that game 5:30 p.m. on your afternoon drive on ESPN LA, courtesy of ESPN Radio. George Sedano, whose name is first on this show, he is going to be on the sidelines today on the network. And, of course, you can watch it on ABC, ESPN for all the coverage.
So, very exciting times, obviously. Last night, Stanley Cup Game 2, controversial call, tied the series up.
Somebody got hit in the face with a puck.
Bro got hit in the face, just blasted his face wide open. And then obviously,
I know where you want to go, Chris.
Then tonight
I didn't say anything, man.
Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Okay, these are exciting times. Okay, championships are being played for. But I want to say this, and here's where I have to air something out. It's a personal grievance.
Yeah.
And it's against Mike Trudell.
Okay, before you go, I just want to commend you real fast. All day today and all day probably this whole week, tight teases.
Tight teases.
Real short,
You've
tight
been a tight
teases.
teaser.
I'm a tight teaser.
It's been great.
Yeah.
Good job, Cappy.
Tight teases. That's what I'm all
the
about.
School of content.
Yeah,
Really,
you've been
really
doing a great
pupil.
Bergman School of
Star
Content.
pupil.
Now, I still tell a story, and it takes 45 minutes.
Of course.
Okay?
So,
We're
by the
still
way,
working on it.
Right.
if you missed the beginning of the show, Cappy told the 10-minute story, which I even think the Sharks were falling asleep. It was a tough way to start a show. So go back on the YouTube, just scrub backwards later on or on the podcast, and you could be like, what's he talking about? Anyway. By the way, it's Game 3 of the Stanley Cup. Now tied up between JT the Brick's Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. Game 3 tomorrow night on ABC.
All right.
But go ahead of why you have an issue with little Mikey Trudell.
All right, I love Mike Trudell. I think he's a great guy, and I'm so glad that he is more a part of the ESPN family than ever before.
I'm
And I know
talking
he was
purple and gold.
Yes, indeed.
He was an original member long before I ever showed up here, and I just am happy as can be that he's back into our group. So the thing is this about Trudell. Trudell's a big soccer fan.
Yes.
Okay? And the World Cup is right around the corner.
Yes, indeed.
And
soccer's biggest stage.
Right, and
the summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
Yes, that, all
Brought
of
to
it.
you by
Everybody's going for the title. Hey, it's me, Mario.
Valvoline, Wild Fork.
Yeah, so,
Northgate.
so for me,
the Mikado.
I love the World Cup too.
Baja Mexico.
See, es muy bien. I love the World Cup too.
Yes.
I'm a Team USA fan.
Have
I
you
will
heard
follow them.
You know he's doing a show, The Road to the Cup show.
Mario?
With Dave Denholm.
He should be on like weekly with us, just breaking down all this kind of stuff.
Listen,
you know?
if you wish upon a star,
Yep.
Mario will appear.
I bet you he will. That's right. So Mike Trudell yesterday sends out a text, and everybody in the whole radio station is on this text, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Not everybody,
I
but
don't
yeah.
think I was on it, was I?
Really?
Well, figured you didn't want to be a part of the group.
Right. So here's
Wait a
what
minute.
happened.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Yeah.
What is this?
We put
There
Brian,
are-
it's
there are
a pool.
There are
for
15
for the
people.
World Cup.
There are 15 people in the World Cup pool.
Yeah, you're not on
at
it.
the radio station. You're not on it.
There was a conversation and thought that you don't like being in these types of pools usually. You guys go, I don't want to.
I'm texting Trudell now.
Okay.
You left me out.
Yeah.
He's going to blame me because I said I think Brian Cohen would probably want to do it more so than Rouse.
You
He
left me out
He left the
of
15th
your
spot
World
for you.
Cup pool.
So here. Let me tell you what's going on here because this is important. So it's 1 through
Full
15.
text.
The draft goes 1 through 15.
Question mark, after all I've done for you.
Oh, you're going to guilt trip the kid.
All I
want to
have
see how
done-
fast he throws me under the bus.
done
It's going to
for
happen.
you?
It was my fault.
Immediately.
I will actually take that.
And by the
Really?
way, Bergman not only threw you under the bus, but you know what else Bergman got? The number 1 overall pick.
Oh.
I was already gone from the room when that happened.
The number 1 overall pick. Now, the last person who picks in the entire group is Laura the Queen. Okay? And previous to her, at pick number 14, that is Sedano. Now, once Sedano found out that he was pick 14, he pretty much decided he's out. He even made a
Trudell
comment.
is writing.
He even said something like, I got more
Bergman
important
told me
stuff
no.
to do. Sedano's like, I got more important stuff to do. If I'm pick 14 or 15, I got more important
I'm
stuff
out.
to do. I'm out.
I can't do this.
I'm out, right? But here's my problem with Trudell.
Stefan keeps laughing.
Here's my problem with Trudell. Trudell goes on yesterday with Travis and DeMarco. Check that, DeMarco and Travis. And he says, hey, look, we're going to do this whole draft. He sends out the list, et cetera, et
He
cetera.
is no longer writing, so he's contemplating the response.
Well, no, he probably turned
wait.
on the radio, or he turned
Mike
on.
Trudell added Chris M. Morales to the conversation.
Oy vey. Oy vey. Right. So now, Trudell.
Bam! Good job, Trudell.
Here's what's going to happen. Trudell is going to start a war because Trudell is going to give Morales which spot in the draft?
He's going to give him probably Brian Cohen.
No, he's going to give him Sedano.
No way.
Yes, because Sedano has already made a declaration. I'm out because I got more important things to do. I'm pick 14. I'm out.
No, I'm going to respond. Once somebody texts in this, I'm going to say, oh, Trudell's writing. I'm going to say, no, guys, I'm good. Thanks.
See, exactly.
Thanks anyway. Thanks
what I
anyway.
said.
You know, I'm in another pool. It's a better one. Thanks anyway.
Sedano says 14, question mark, F that.
Yeah, that's what Sedano said. Sedano was so angry that he was picked.
I got S to do.
That he's 14. He got S to do. Okay, so now here's the next part of it, okay? So yesterday, Trudell, after he gets off the air with DeMarco and Travis, you know what he says? Okay, everybody, the draft is about to start. Now, at this time of the day, Bergie, what time do you think this was? This was.
It was probably. Well, I just left around 4 o'clock, so it was probably about 4:30.
4:30. So he says, "Okay, guys, here we go. Let's draft Bergman. You're on the clock." Bergman's like, 4
France?
I don't. France? Right. That's exactly what he did.
It was because I didn't know. I'm like the team that was in the World Cup last year was France, so I'm going to go with that.
So Bergie
and won a couple.
So Bergie takes France at pick
Trudell
number
has
one.
responded to me individually. He didn't throw you under the bus.
Wow.
He said everyone said you wouldn't want to do it, but you're in. I will kick anybody out.
I'll kick anybody out.
Let's set him up now. Tell him, say this. Say, hey, Sedano has already declared that he doesn't want to play because he's pick 14. I'll take Sedano's spot.
No, Trudell just said, whose spot do you want? Laughing emoji. I'm going to write, hey, Sedano said he wants out.
Look at Bubba, by the way. Bubba is all in on draft talk. Bubba is all in on World Cup draft talk.
Pick 14 now. What do you want me to say?
Then just tell him, say, I'll take Sedano's spot.
Now you're setting me up.
Well, right.
No.
But let's see how Trudell responds.
No, I'm going to say, should I take Sedano's spot? Should I take Sedano's spot?
So here's what happened. So the problem is,
or will he get mad?
Is that he wanted to start the draft yesterday at 4:30 in the afternoon. Nobody has done any research.
Oh, look at Trudell. He said, who do you want out? Funches, BC, Lindsay? Immediate chop for the Godfather, Jack.
Oh, my God.
Oh, immediate. Did it say Jack?
Yeah.
Now, Lindsay could get chopped because Lindsay started this whole thing off by saying something. She said,
knows nothing.
She said, I have no clue who is good. So you could chop Lindsay.
Sports radio producer of the year.
Yeah, right. I have. So you
can't go on Google and just type in World Cup odds.
Right.
And
what
it'll
are
give you
the
all
World
the
Cup
teams.
odds?
Right. Beto, though, here's what Beto said yesterday. Nah, let's set a time to draft. And I thought Beto was right. You don't just get off the air, declare that a draft is happening, and then tell everybody no matter what you're doing in your life right now at 4:30 in the afternoon, the draft is underway.
No, you're wrong. This is absolutely wrong because this is a text chain draft.
Okay.
So you can take as much time as you want. There's no time.
Yeah,
there's no time.
I didn't know that.
There's
I didn't know the rules.
Yeah. So it's now DeMarco's on the clock right now. DeMarco may not answer for 2 hours, and that's fine.
So Bergman has France. Trudell has Spain.
You know DeMarco's wife doesn't cook at all?
I brought it up to him the other day.
Did he get mad?
He's like, did Chris push you up to this?
My girlfriend only really cooks like two things: steaks on the grill or salmon on the grill.
By the way, those are two amazing things.
And she has this rice cooker, this little rice cooker machine.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So
the
does
rice
DeMarco's wife, but she doesn't use it.
She refuses to use it. I'll tell you this. My daughter moving home from college, she cooks every night, man.
That's
She
good.
cooks nice, clean, healthy meals. Oh, yeah, it's great. All right, Bergman has France. Trudell has Spain. DeAndre has Brazil. Beto stole my pick, which was going to be Portugal. Funchie was on the clock, and Funchie took England. And now DeMarco is on the clock, and we all wait for DeMarco because DeMarco's pick 6. I'm pick 7. So I got to wait for DeMarco to make his pick. And this is very frustrating. So my issue with Trudell is not that we're playing in this. I love it. I'm glad to be invited. I think it's going to make the World Cup that much more fun. My issue is simply this demand that the draft start immediately. But now, Bergie, now you've told me this is a text draft. Therefore, there's not 15 minutes on the clock.
No, you have as much time. You can take 3 hours if you want to. But I mean, it's not great for everybody else. But really, it's just a text thread. So when it's your turn, you can look at, oh, it's my turn. Now I'm going to pick, and then you go and then you put it down and you don't think about it again until it comes back around to you. Now, for me, I have the number 1 pick, so that's good and bad. I get France, who I think is going to win again because Mbappe and blah blah blah. I don't know anybody else. But then I have to wait all the way through 15 and then all the way back, and I get the 30th pick after that. I get 1 and 30.
Hey, listen,
so I'm going to end up with like Curacao or Azerbaijan.
But hey, I don't know what that means.
Is Azerbaijan in the World Cup?
I don't know who that is. I don't know him.
It's a country.
Oh, okay.
All right, 9:13 on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, our digital hour. And listen, we can continue this, I'm sure. And I want to talk, I think there's still meat on the bone left on the Myles Garrett conversation. And what our friend, he does the show before us on Sportsman, Chris Canty, saying this could end up like the 2011 Philadelphia Eagles. Shut up, Chris Canty.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Taking the Sedano side.
I mean, honestly.
It was a silly take.
I like Canty. I love Canty. I love Michelle.
Clearly don't
I
love
love
him.
Evan. But
No, you
Canty,
don't.
really? The 2011 Philadelphia Eagles? Come on.
Hey, listen, at least somebody has a dissenting opinion. All everybody else did was, oh, my God, the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. It's guaranteed. What if Myles Garrett gets hurt?
Well, don't put that out.
I'm just saying. I mean,
it's always injury aside.
Right. But, I mean,
You have
listen,
to talk
look
about
what
injury
happened with
aside.
Micah Parsons last year. Green Bay thought, we got the guy, we're going to the Super Bowl. Not only did he get hurt last year, he's going to be hurt for a part of this year. And you don't know that he's going to come back and be what he was prior to his injury. So, listen, there's never a guarantee in the NFL.
What are you looking at? You're looking that way.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well, Chris had his hands in a place where I was watching his hands.
Because I'm trying to signal him, I'm trying to navigate through here, and I don't need a 4-minute Cappy take. I believe I teased it ahead saying, hey, we'll get to this in a moment, but we've got a special guest.
Oh,
I'm trying to give him hand gestures.
Okay.
And he's just blowing right through.
But I didn't know if that was a hand gesture or if you were about to touch me.
Here, we'll do it.
Okay. All right, let's touch rostrums. What are they
Jackie
called?
Plaza coming in here.
By the way, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, always made possible by our friend, the great Jacob Imrani. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob, 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789, or call jacob.com. Yeah, where's Jackie Plaza? Jackie Plaza is the VP of Marketing and Sales here.
Here she
at
comes.
SeaWorld
Hi,
San Diego.
Jackie.
Oh, here she comes.
Friend of the
She's
show.
awesome.
Come around here and go.
She's awesome. We haven't seen her in a year.
I know.
Wow. I love the green. How are you? Nice to. Oh, and Aaron Donald. Okay. Well, wait. Jackie is
Hold
like
on,
a serious
Jackie.
Rams fan.
Yeah, I
it
know.
sounds
We're
like
going to get into it.
No,
Jackie.
I am sadly a Jets fan.
What? Is that why you're wearing
Sorry.
green? For the New York Football Jets?
Maybe. Will that get them to win a few more games?
Probably not.
I'm in.
No?
What do you have? Who has it worse? You as a Jets fan or me as a Raiders fan?
Oh, by far me. I mean,
That is-
come
that is-
on.
Yeah, probably.
Come on.
But I sympathize with you.
Very much. But you have a little hope. You've got Mendoza. You've got Tom Brady.
Yes.
Winning culture.
Right.
Yeah, but
You
know
got
what?
Geno Smith.
You
We have Geno is back. Can you
took
believe
Geno
it?
back.
Yes.
You took their trash. That's right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
It's bad
unfortunate.
when you take the Raiders trash.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Yes.
unfortunate.
Yes,
it really is.
he's back for another argument in the locker room.
Jackie.
Just kidding, Gino.
Jackie Plaza, the VP of Marketing and Sales here at SeaWorld San Diego. We've had an incredible morning here at the Shark Encounter, including Bubba the groupie.
I heard.
He's not
the
a
grouper.
He's our groupie.
And he's our groupie.
Yeah.
He's been amazing this morning, just always here, our biggest fan.
Wait, have you heard the rumor about him?
No.
That he's Shaq's old grouper.
Really?
Yeah. This is just a rumor. We haven't, I want to say that Shaq hasn't confirmed it anyway.
Okay.
But years ago, Shaq donated, allegedly, Bubba to SeaWorld.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, where do you
didn't know that.
suppose? I mean, just given that it's a rumor, we don't have it confirmed.
Yeah.
But where do you suppose Shaq had Bubba before the because I'm guessing this. Here's a guess. You ready? Shaq's like, oh no, Bubba got too big. I got to get rid of Bubba. Right. So he had to. Bubba got too big for his home aquarium.
Right.
In theory, right?
Yeah. I had a much dirtier answer. I was like right above the bed.
All right.
Jackie,
All right,
you're here to
Jackie.
play.
I'm sassy this morning.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are indeed. You are.
So the Shark Encounter, let's
Yes.
get back, unless we want to keep talking about what's above
No,
Shark's
no,
bed,
no, no,
but-
no. I'll get my hand slapped for that anyway.
The Shark Encounter here at SeaWorld San Diego is now open. We've been telling our fans they got to come down here and experience this. Like we've had the pleasure of experiencing it this morning. How has been the response from fans so far for the Shark Encounter at SeaWorld San Diego?
It's been incredible. And I think the biggest thing has been how close you can get to the sharks. Like
Right.
you can see it actually right here. So when this was the old Shark Encounter, because it was a reimagination, there was actually like a little bit of a barrier between you and the sharks.
Right.
And we removed that. So not only down
Look
here,
at Bubba,
look at
again,
Bubba.
right on the
Look at those
Bubba.
luscious
I
lips that
know.
Bubba has.
You know,
He's a ham.
He
this
heard
guy.
us talking about him and he's back. And this is also, you can get up close everywhere. So
Okay.
the minute that you walk in, we actually have the ability, if you upgrade, to feed the sharks.
Really?
So
that's part of the VIP experience.
Yep, and that's immediate. So you come in, it's a whole new look and feel. It's really California coastal.
Okay.
It really talks about the sharks as friend, not foe. There's been a narrative for so many years, probably since Jaws, not to blame Steven Spielberg.
No, it's his fault.
But yeah, I'm dropping names
It
all
is,
over
it's
the
his
place.
fault.
It's
today.
okay.
Music.
Jackie.
Ba-na,
There you
That's
go.
what it is. It's the music that got us.
Right, that fear and that, that anticipation. So here we actually talk about like what sharks are really like,
Okay.
where they're really curious. As you can see over here, they're coming by. They love the light.
Mm-hmm.
They want to meet people. They're not this like terrifying animal.
Right.
They're really just like part of the ocean. They've been around since pre-trees. Pre-dinosaur. That's over 450 million years.
Amazing.
So when you think about it, it's really been their ocean this whole time.
Right.
And then sometimes in life, these narratives start. It's really difficult to get rid of them. So the sharks have had a bad name. We educate everybody through the encounter about what they eat, how they sense people. They actually sense energy. So I think that's all, for all of the LA namaste folks, including myself, that's such a cool thing. And, as you go through it, you go through their history. Right. So there's these like hieroglyphics, or I guess perioglyphics up there showing shark teeth and like the earliest like writings about sharks. And you're going deeper and deeper into the ocean. And then we added LED technology. So it's this cool immersive experience that you really can't find anywhere else. We're this close to sharks. They're like, it feels like this is an aquarium right in your own home.
Yeah.
So awesome.
It actually almost feels in a weird kind of way when you walk through the tunnel.
Yeah.
It almost feels like, is this real?
Right.
Because when you're looking up from the tunnel and the sharks are swimming over you, and even if we're just watching right now, you look at the underbelly of the shark.
Yeah.
When you're in the tunnel, you're like, is this real? Is this AI generated? Like, it's really amazing how they're right there. If you were standing on the bottom of the ocean floor and you had on all this scuba equipment and you could look up and see real sharks in their real environment, you'd be like, wow, but that's what you're doing here.
1,000%. I think that's when you really realize how old they are. Because when they're swimming on the tunnel, and it's a 180-degree tunnel, so you're surrounded almost on all sides. You can see their mouths, their teeth. Like, they look like they're dinosaur-esque,
Yeah.
And they're just really neat. And I think there's something also just really serene about them. Like, I'll come down here just to, like, be around them. They're just incredibly cool animals. We're really excited for people to get to know them better.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy
I
right
know,
over us.
look at him.
Right
He
over
wants a
us.
little shade, it looks
That
like.
is unbelievable. Like, literally right above our heads. And don't you feel like, honestly, like it almost looks fake?
I know.
That's how close we are.
Right.
It really is amazing. I would love to be one of these guys or girls who puts on the scuba gear and gets in.
Are you signing
tank.
up for this?
I would do it in a heartbeat. I
would do it with you.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
We can do it right now.
I'm serious. Like, I would love to get into the scuba gear and be in here to like clean off the aquarium, just to feel what it is to be in the water with these guys.
Yeah, we have the dive team in here regularly, just like making sure that their atmosphere is clean, that everything's good. The lighting actually attracts a little algae, so that's why you're seeing it this morning. But everyone, the divers. And our curators have special relationships with these sharks. A lot of the team here has been here for like 20, 30 years plus. So, you think shark, how can you have a relationship with them? But they all have their own personalities. They all have little quirks. There's a cool lemon shark up here, which is like one of the larger ones. Yeah. Lemon is famous around here, like Bubba, where people come and like want to see her. She's got like a little bit of a chip on her so everyone can recognize her. But it's really neat when you start to learn about them and like who's friendly, who's curious, who's a little bit more laid back.
I'll tell you one thing I'm looking forward to is, people have heard their whole lives, you can go to SeaWorld in San Diego and you can feed the dolphin, right? Mm-hmm. Well, how about the idea of feeding these sharks? So when we get off the air, we're actually going up to the Ambassador Bridge, if you will, and we're going to have an opportunity to actually see what it is to feed these sharks, which I don't know, what should we expect?
Oh, it's neat. So
can we feed Cappy to the? No.
Well,
can I dip my toe in the water and see what happens?
Yeah, I think you'll be okay. They get fed every day, so
they'll
be out in the ocean.
Okay,
all right.
But they eat a whole bunch of different things. So get ready for some slimy hands, then like some big fish. But it's pretty cool because they'll all swim over to you. It depends on like who's hungry and who's not. But it's a really neat experience because where else you get to feed sharks?
Yeah, right.
There's
awesome.
no other place in Southern California, and I think actually in California that you could do it. And this is a good environment to do it in. You can bring your family to feed the sharks. Everything's safe. You're over on the bridge. You're looking over, and you're being able to see how gorgeous they are, and it's neat.
I am so psyched.
Do you drop it in? Do they come up and grab it, or how does?
It depends, actually. So they're very finicky. Who knew? That's another myth to dispel because we feed them regularly and because we care so much about our animals here. They're not always like starving for food. So it really depends like what kind of mood they're in.
Right.
Kind of similar to you, like all of us.
Right.
Sometimes you're in the mood for a bagel. Sometimes you just grab a carrot.
Donuts over there.
Yeah.
They like a donut from Krispy Kreme.
Jackie Plaza, the VP of Marketing and Sales here at SeaWorld San Diego. So the shark encounter is amazing. We're looking forward to after the show. Then tomorrow night, it kicks off here, the summer concert series with the Yin Yang Twins. Then next Saturday, my guy Genuine.
Yep.
The summer concert series is back, and it's better than ever, Jackie, right?
Oh, it's back, baby, and it's
nice to call her Jackie
good.
rather than just Jack, right? It's back and it's better than ever, right, Jackie? Yes.
Well, usually I say Jack.
Right.
That's okay. I've actually, my nickname, I've been called everything. Jax is a nickname I have
Okay.
for
Jax, that's
a lot of my good friends. Jack has been my stepmother calls me. So you can call me, keep it in the J family and we're good.
Then we're good.
But Yin Yang Twins started off last year's, like we went viral every single week in our summer concerts because our talent is so good.
Yeah.
And it's all these like millennial pop, hip hop, solo acts and duets and group artists who just like rock the house. Like they have such great fan bases and such a litany of songs. And it's all these millennials who want to come out, mom dances, kids dance, grandma dances. Everyone loves it. Yin Yang are so good. So, come on down this weekend. We're starting this week and we're running all the way through the end of August.
But one thing that we don't ever talk enough about, I don't think, is that where the concert venue is here at SeaWorld. That's the other thing that makes it so unique. Not only is it the talent, but that stage many years ago, my kids grew up going to that stage because there was always a Cirque du Soleil show many years ago. But now that concert venue, you got to understand, you're looking over Mission Bay, San Diego, and it's just so spectacular. It's not like some amphitheater somewhere where there's no background. You're looking at Mission Bay.
It's the coolest, like literally the coolest venue I've ever been to. I say it rivals even like Hollywood Bowl in the sense that it's so unique. And you're right on the water. All these boats come up and they start listening. There's like water skiers. There's people in canoes. There's, it's just a really neat take on San Diego. It's such a San Diego thing.
Yeah, totally.
And then you've got like, you're not only are you watching this artist who's on a stage out there, but then you've got all the boats around. You've got our Sky Ride, which is our iconic gondola going back and forth.
That's so cool.
The energy is so great, and it's truly iconic.
So Tyler Carter is the park president. He was Biff in the Sea Lions. In the Sea Lions tonight. Do you get to go do anything? Can you be something?
I have been trying. I've been up on stage.
What would you want to be?
Oh, I think I would love to. Speaking of swimming, I'd love to jump in on a dolphin show.
Yeah.
That would be our presentation. That would be incredible. Throw me in the water too. I'd love to do that. The penguins, where you could walk on ice. That would be incredible.
Yes.
Really, anything. Tyler is incredibly talented. I don't know if I'm cracking jokes and singing and dancing as well.
Oh, you got the energy
But I'm swimming with dolphins if I could.
We're going to get done. We're going to go feed the sharks. And then Tyler and I are going to ride his favorite roller coaster here.
All right.
I don't remember the name of it because he ran off like 5 different names of roller coasters, but it's the one that has the 90-degree drop where your feet are dangling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, I'll ride it. These guys don't want to ride it with us. But me.
Come on. Why not?
Well, I had a heart failure a year and a half ago.
Wait,
so
but you were with the
excuse.
beluga?
Yeah. But listen, at that point I was wearing a life vest still. It would shock me back. Listen, Jackie, I almost died. I don't know.
We don't want to lose you.
Exactly.
Not here at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Jackie,
no, you're a treasure. We can't lose you.
My stomach can't handle those rides anymore. I loved them when I was younger, going on the X2 at Magic Mountain and things like that. I can't do it anymore.
Well, it's funny because I've done things like I've climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, I've trekked all over the world. Yeah, and I hate roller coasters.
Don't you just want to sit at home and like watch TV or at some point?
No, it makes me anxious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to be out here at SeaWorld.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Can we just get an ounce on the Mount Kilimanjaro? How long ago was that?
That was about 6 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah, and then
How long does that take to do that?
We did it in about 5 days.
Uh-huh.
So you can do it as quickly as 3 days if you're like incredibly, well, here's the thing. It has altitude.
Mm-hmm.
So you never should rush it. Sometimes they have these stars. They had a world soccer star, world football star. I don't remember who it was. He rushed up Mount Kilimanjaro and had to be like helicoptered off.
Oh, that's no good.
Because the altitude really messes with you.
Yeah.
So they say that like 3 days is the shortest, 7 days is the longest. We did a trek and it was a whole like group of international friends. So you camp every day. You go through these different climates. So you start out tropical, and then by the end, you're at glacier.
Ooh.
It's the coolest thing. The last part of it, you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's pitch black, and you have to get up your longest altitude, and then you hit the top of it, and you look up, and you're like, holy moly, I did this.
Yeah, and then how do you get down?
Then you crawl down on your butt.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I understood that part.
You go really slowly, and your legs hurt.
Yeah, okay.
Jackie Plaza, the VP of Marketing and Sales here at SeaWorld San Diego. Now, when we talk about the summer concert series, I just noticed this. We've been talking about the Yin Yang Twins, Genuine. Cappy's going to be here for Ashanti, E40, all these great acts. But on Saturday, June 27th, look at this. The Pop 2000 Tour, hosted by Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC, O-Town, Ryan Cabrera, and LFO.
Yeah.
LFO did Summer Girls.
Yeah, that's exactly
Oh,
it.
my gosh.
Chinese food makes me sick.
Oh.
Yeah, that's them.
Oh.
It's a good one. Well,
that's old school.
It's all the nostalgia. The nostalgia is so powerful now, and I think everybody just wants to have a little bit of that. Like, sometimes the world feels like a little hard or dark or just stressful.
Didn't LFO grow on TV too?
I don't.
Was that LFO?
I think so.
That was about Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Is there a difference between LFO and LMFAO?
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah,
different group.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Yes.
When LFO was singing on the radio, I was in high school. I had blonde tips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Unfortunate.
Well, you guys have to come back for that.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll do the blonde tips again. Happy?
So is that you? Is that you getting all these people? Like you reaching out to their agents, finding things?
No, so that's our incredible VP of Entertainment, Kara. I want to give her a huge shout out. She does all of the legwork in terms of securing the talent. We work with AEG. Then it gets turned over to myself and my team, Kelly, who you guys know.
Yeah.
We try to blow it out, marketing and promotion wise, so everybody knows to come. A lot of it's now word of mouth and organic. Originally, Tyler and Kira and I concepted the whole thing. We said, let's do a summer concert series that's all millennial hip hop and pop. That's last year was 9 weeks. This year we've actually extended it. We've added a little rock on the end.
Yeah.
For August barbecue.
Uncle
and
Cracker.
Yeah.
Saliva.
Kara Finkenberg?
Say that again?
What's Kara's last name? Do you know?
Kira Lang.
Oh, Kara Lang, a different person. Okay, gotcha.
What was that?
No, well, I know this other girl who's also in music. I thought maybe you guys.
This isn't
outsourced
LinkedIn.
her.
We're doing a radio
No, this
show.
is LinkedIn.
There's more than one Kara in the world.
No, but this girl is kind of a San Diego legend when it comes to booking music, so I wasn't sure. Yeah.
Good God, Kathy.
Hey, just checking.
Do you want us
Our
to do
Kira is also a legend.
Do you want us to do the last thing we've done for every guest so
You want
far?
to see this?
Ooh, what is it?
So these
I don't know
hats.
if you want to see it.
I've
seen
the
it.
shark hats. What is it called? The rostrum. We rub rostrums together.
All right.
Okay. Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah, why
That was
not?
a very Kathy.
Take a look.
All right.
There we
Look at my rostrum. Touch his rostrum.
Yeah, there we go.
Isn't that cool?
There we go.
Very
Jackie
cool.
Plaza, thanks for being a good sport. Thank you for everything here at
Always
SeaWorld
fun,
San
Jackie.
Diego.
Thank you.
Jackie's
Good
a
to see
great
you
marketing
guys.
sales.
Yes.
Take care. Have a great
You
weekend.
too.
Thank you
Enjoy.
so much, Jackie.
All right, we love you guys.
It is
We
the
love
Sedano
you.
and Cap Morning Show, 9:30 on a Friday, right here in our digital hour at SeaWorld San Diego. Now, are we doing a Grunzi segment / Bergman segment or no?
So we can. I just have to get.
Or we can continue to unpack the Myles Garrett thing because I think that's where we were. Cappy took his headphones off, but that's okay. We'll talk amongst ourselves here for a moment. We are getting ready for Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight. You'll hear it on ESPN LA at 5:30 p.m. after DeMarco and Travis. Of course, the national feed from ESPN Radio. George Sedano, part of the broadcast. And then tomorrow, we will be live from CHLA, the 10th annual walk and play event at Santa Monica Pier. Now, I've been talking about this all week. Children's Hospital Los Angeles' biggest event of the year is back. Walk and Play LA brings the community together for a fun-filled day supporting kids who need life-saving care. Enjoy a scenic 3K walk plus music, games, and activities for all ages. Join us tomorrow at the Santa Monica Pier. Now, if you can't be out there and walking, sign up at ESPNLA.com right now. Join Team ESPNLA. Mason gave $500. DeMarco and Travis gave $250 each. On Tuesday, I donated $25 an hour for every hour I was on the air, which was 9 hours, a little over $200. Use the code PLAY to save $10, which means we're going to put $10 in the kitty for you. Visit ESPNLA.com to learn more. I'll be broadcasting live tomorrow morning, starting at 8 a.m., talking to great special guests, including the great Ellen Kay, who's hosting the event for CHLA. Ellen does morning. She's number one in L.A. on Coast 103.5. Ellen's incredible, the work she does with CHLA. And her husband, Roy Laughlin. Calvin's his middle name. Roy Laughlin is a former executive here in LA Radio. Incredible human being. One of my mentors. Roy's awesome. Ellen's awesome.
Roy.
I can't wait for tomorrow. And here's the thing. And you're going to be hearing me all morning long talk about what Children's Hospital Los Angeles does. We joke around a lot here, and I've talked about my health struggles. Obviously, we know I almost died. But imagine.
I didn't know that.
Imagine what these kids go through.
First time I heard it.
And imagine what the families go through. If you're like Leandro Hidalgo, the Grammy Award-winning musician and producer that I interviewed a few weeks ago on the Meet the Partners podcast, his daughter Mia basically went into liver failure a few weeks into her life. The hospital she went to couldn't help her. In fact, made things a little bit worse. They said, you got to take Mia to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. If it wasn't for CHLA, she'd be dead. Instead, she's 2.5 years old. Mia's living an amazing life. She's going to be one of the team captains out there tomorrow, walking with all of us for the 3K. Children's Hospital Los Angeles does incredible work. So whether it's $5 or $10, we always talk about Cappy. He doesn't want to pay $8 for a coffee. I'm holding up a cup of coffee here. It would probably be $4. Go to CHLA. Give them that $4 today. Go to ESPNLA.com. Donate. Because God forbid your child or your niece and nephew, a neighbor, a friend's kid needs life-saving care. they're going to go to CHLA.com. And the first thing they ask when they go in is not where's your insurance card or how are you going to pay for this. It's about how can we save your child's life. They're going to worry about paying for it. Go to ESPNLA.com.
You know, every time I wear this hat, this ESPN LA hat, everybody asks me, where do I get that ESPN LA hat? Like, all of our listeners would love to have this kind of merch. But on the side of this hat, you notice this little button that I'm wearing right here?
Yes.
That's the CHLA pin.
The butterfly.
They gave it to me a year ago. I
Show it to
put
the
it on
camera.
this hat. I've never taken it off. I wear it all the time. And it's a good little reminder of needing to support CHLA. So that's wonderful that everybody has stepped up big time. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How long do you think it's going to take you to walk a 3K?
I think they're budgeting like 30 minutes because it's about 2 miles. So, no, it's closer to 2 miles. So maybe – and there's like 33 – or no, I think 3,000 people doing it.
Mhm.
So it might take 40 minutes because you got to go through everybody.
40 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just
You're
thinking
not
to myself.
walking quickly through it. You're just
No,
kind of walking.
I'm just thinking to myself, how could me and Sedano inspire you to walk your fastest? And
I don't know if that's – I know where you're going.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible because I actually have to stay on the air a little bit longer into the 10 a.m. hour to do a very, very cool interview. So I don't necessarily know if I'm going to be able to go my quickest.
Okay, because I was thinking to myself, it should probably take you about 16:30 to walk a mile.
Okay, that's a little aggressive. But
Yeah,
okay.
okay,
We're
and
trying to get my heart to pump pretty fast.
Yeah, and I was thinking, so, okay, if we said we'll give you 40 minutes.
My best time in walking since in my recovery, and that's when the Italian Stallion and I were trying to make time.
Yeah.
I did 17:10.
Okay, so if we say, 2 miles and change, we give you 40 minutes. For every minute that you come in under 40, we put in $100, that kind of a deal.
Each or together?
Together.
Okay.
Well, then you got to walk fast.
How about you just say right now, you and Sedano,
Yeah.
two guys that are doing pretty well.
He's doing well.
You matched DeMarco and Travis, and you put $500 in together, $200 each right now.
Hey, by
Well,
myself.
actually, math-wise, that doesn't work out.
$250 each. Sorry.
By myself, I put in $100 the other day.
Okay.
So what are you
Just
going to do?
So you're telling me that
You guys put $250 in each right now. ESPNLA.com.
I'll tell you what. I'll throw you one better.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Throw you.
Me and Sedano will put in 251 each, so that we can one up DeMarco and Travis.
Okay.
251.
Each.
That's 502.
You want to one up somebody? Put more than Steve Mason by himself.
He put
Steve
500
by
each
himself.
Together, well, Steve Mason is a very rich guy. Steve Mason has put in 500. Together, me and Sedano and Bergie, 602.
Okay.
So
what
we
I want
win.
you to do right now,
Yeah.
I want you to go to ESPNLA.com and
Okay.
put in the information.
Okay.
Because I know you're going to say this on the air and then
No.
be like, ooh, I couldn't figure it out.
No, all you guys got to do
We
is tell
move
me.
things
All
around.
I got to do is if you
I just
tell
told
me,
you, go to ESPNLA.com.
you tell me how to Zelle. You tell me how to Venmo.
No, ESPNLA.com.
Tell me how to write a check.
ESPNLA.com.
I tell you what, I'll throw you one better. I'll give you cash right now.
No.
I'm going to give you cash.
ESPNLA.com.
And I'm going to do it in nickels.
All right. Don't worry. We'll get the money out of it.
You will get it
It's
out
going to be
of
like Stewie from Family Guy. You got my money
You got
for
my
me?
money?
You
got
don't
my
get-
money?
You don't get that reference.
No,
I
you
know.
guys lost me on that reference.
I know.
I fell asleep to Family Guy last night. It was wonderful.
Did you?
Yeah, it was
We
great.
fell asleep. What did we fall asleep to? We were watching some documentary on Netflix.
How far are you guys into History Channel's World War II?
I haven't had time to dig
Oh,
in.
dude, you don't even understand.
day
It's unbelievable.
You know,
You got to understand something, Bergie. There's like 20 episodes. It's not like there's only 5 or
But
6
that's not.
episodes.
World War II isn't going anywhere, so we'll have time to watch it.
I'm now on the verge of becoming a legitimate World War II historian.
That's great.
Seriously, I'm blown away by what I'm watching.
It's
on
time
this
for the
World War II
Lindsay
doc.
segment. Today it's the Bergie segment. Thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Lindsay's been in Cleveland all week. Is she back next week?
Yes.
I just thought we'd throw a laugh. I don't know.
He ain't coming back.
Gregory Arthur
yes.
Bergman, take it away.
Right. Denver International Airport is still open.
By the way, great pizza at Denver International Airport.
It's a very
Now,
weird-
unfortunately, it's like 2 hours away from Denver, so it takes you a while to get there, but great pizza.
It's also a very weird
Yeah.
airport. You have to go. It's like on an Indian burial ground or something like that. It's very strange.
Listen.
Denver International is opening its underground baggage tunnels to the people.
There you go.
The tunnels, which have long fueled speculation involving secret bunkers, lizard people, and underground military facilities,
Lizard people.
will become an alternative route for passengers traveling between terminals. The mayor of Denver leaned in, saying travelers can finally decide for themselves what's fact and what's fiction. Construction is expected to begin in 2027. What's the most ridiculous conspiracy you half believe?
I guess it's probably one of the more well-known conspiracies, and that is what's the town in New Mexico where the aliens land? Anybody know the name of that place? What's it? Oh, Area 51.
Yeah,
Roswell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Roswell.
because when I was a kid, my parents' house, bordered my high school, and so there was literally a fence. And our backyard, on the other side of the fence, was the softball field for my high school.
Right.
And I would jump over the fence and walk to school, or I'd jump over the fence and I'd kick footballs around the field and whatever.
You'd smack it around like a kid.
Yeah, that's it. But I was convinced at one point in my life that in the middle of the night, these aliens landed on the softball field. So, and I'm not completely sure that it happened, but I'm also not completely sure that it didn't happen. So this whole Roswell, New Mexico landed thing, that to me is a conspiracy.
So maybe you were probed, maybe you weren't.
It's possible. I don't know. I don't know.
Probably.
And maybe
you have one?
And maybe this is why I tell 45-minute stories that can last for 5 minutes.
That story went on so long, I forgot the question. Go ahead.
Do you have any conspiracy theories that you have?
Oh, I have a lot of them. I'm a big conspiracy guy. Listen.
Let me hear what you got.
I don't want to get into them because we don't want to get into those, but from the Kennedy assassinations, both of them, to 9/11, I'll listen to all these conspiracies, and I'll hear them out. Remember, what was the one that Sedano yelled at us and said that Lindsay, me, and you, this was when we were on the afternoon show, had tinfoil hats?
Yeah, what was that conspiracy? Oh, it was Ohtani.
The Ohtani.
It was about Ohtani.
I don't believe that one. In
a moment. Oh, get over it.
Ohtani had no knowledge.
Grow up.
It was all Ipe.
It's not grow up. You have to go through so many different types of governments to even all come together in one. FBI, the Japanese government.
Oh, that's right. That was what it was.
Yeah, right.
Is that we thought people were behind it.
Right. We said,
but all of them have to come together and say, we're going to help out.
Yeah, because that's never happened.
I'm going to say grow up.
From everywhere?
Yes.
Never happened.
Like Interpol.
The U.S. government, the Japanese government, everybody said,
way,
listen, Ohtani's too much money for everybody. We can't lose Ohtani. He's an international treasure. Blame it on that guy.
Yeah,
so we all blamed it on
the
Ipe.
FBI, the CIA.
Right. Cappy, are you still on Interpol's list or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I got off the list. I think I got off when I got my global entry card back.
Yeah. All right, let's do another one here. This one is from Dear Abby. A mom is convinced her 30-something daughter's younger boyfriend swiped $300 she hid in her bathroom. She hasn't said a word, fearing it will blow up her bond with her daughter, but wrote, "I'm $300 poorer, but my daughter could be the one who really pays the price." Would you tell your kid their partner's a thief, even if it costs you?
Would you tell? Oh, okay, your kid.
If you tell your kid that their partner is a thief,
okay,
even if it costs you.
Okay, so if my daughter brings home her boyfriend,
he steals $300 from you.
First of all, Cappy ain't keeping $300 around.
Let's call it $3,000.
All right, I'll tell you what. This actually happened to me. True story.
Is it true story?
True story.
Are you making up on the spot?
I'm telling you right now, true story. So my ex-wife had a nephew of hers come and stay with us one time. And she and I went out of town for a weekend, and he was at the house by himself. And we knew he had a problem with gambling at one time in his life, and we knew he maybe had a
let's leave the kid alone in the house.
You come into the compound. Have whatever you want.
Right. So here's what happens. So it's a Saturday night. We're getting ready to go to an event of some kind. She goes into her drawer. She's like, "Hey, I can't find my ring. Have you seen my ring?" You're like, "Wait a second. My jewelry's not here. My jewelry's not gone." I go into my drawer to get the one watch that I have. I'm going to wear this watch. I never wear a watch, but I'm going to wear this watch because I'm dressed up. Watch is gone. Everything is gone. All of the jewelry is gone in the house. And she and I lose it. And so what we did is we actually called his parents, who knew he was staying with us, although he had just gotten an apartment. He had just gotten his own apartment. And we told him, he stole all of our stuff. Your kid stole all of our stuff. And you know what the father said? These were rich people. They said, we don't want our son to go to jail. We'll pay you for everything he stole. But I was not happy with that.
Cappy marked up the number, too, by the way.
Well,
you padded it.
But I didn't care.
$200 watch is $3,000.
But I didn't care. I didn't care about the money yet. But I cared about the watch.
Right.
I wanted that watch. We went to the pawn shop where he pawned the watch.
How'd you find out what pawn shop it was?
Because I went and found the kid, and I was going to kill him.
You stick him down. Hey, come on, man!
I was going to
tell me where you did it.
Yeah, and I didn't want to. I felt sorry for him. I wasn't angry where I wanted to hurt him. I actually pitied him. And he told me which pawn shop he took my watch to. I went to that pawn shop. I got my watch, and then I got the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I got.
Oh, so you double dipped?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
So
Yes,
did you have? How much did you pay more for the watch?
No, I didn't have to pay for the watch to get it back because if it's stolen, the pawn shop has to give it back
legally
to you.
give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got it back. I recovered.
That's why in your friends and neighbors on Apple, you need to find a good pawn shop.
Right.
If you're moving stolen stuff.
Yeah.
That way there's no talking about it.
Right.
Right. I've been like 3 or 4 episodes into the second season. Is it good?
I haven't seen the second
The
season.
second season gets a little wonky at the end,
What's
but
he
it's
doing?
still good.
He's doing the
Still
same
good.
thing.
The first season was good.
He's still stealing from his neighbors.
It's a long story.
I mean, I saw the first one. It was very good.
So why don't you watch the second season?
I didn't even know there was a second season.
There's going to be a third season.
You're kidding me?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. How much more of this do we need?
And here's my bit. You know my bit on this.
Tell me.
Amanda Peet.
I know she's very sexy,
but everybody wants to be with Amanda Peet.
Well, that's because the way she does things is very sexy.
Not really, though.
Yeah,
Not
no,
in
very
the show.
sexy.
No, I'm with Cap.
Very sexy.
I was really into Amanda Pete years ago.
I didn't even know who she was.
Are you willing to risk it all for 55-year-old Amanda Peet?
I'm not really.
Well, that's a question my
That's
friends
just
and I
my
have all the
bit.
time.
Everybody's just risking it all for 50-plus Amanda Peet. I don't think so. I don't think you're risking millions of dollars, your friendships, everything for Amanda Peet.
50 to 60 is a sweet spot. It really is.
Oh, no, it is.
50 to 60 is a sweet spot.
No, listen. If you're just having fun, great.
Yeah.
But you're risking everything? Come on.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Go ahead, Bergie.
Nicolas Cage recently told Variety he legally changed his name last year from Coppola to Cage. He took the name from Marvel's Luke Cage and composer John Cage to avoid nepotism claims as Francis Ford Coppola's nephew. Okay. He said he'd rather be the patriarch of my own little family than the clown cousin on the margins of someone else's. If you had a famous family name, would you lean in or steer away from it? What would your stage name be?
Wow. So Nicolas Cage, you say, didn't want to be.
He didn't. He's Nicolas Coppola.
Yeah, but he didn't want to be related to a bunch of hanger-on cousins.
Right.
He wanted to be his own man.
Right.
So he became Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Okay.
Nick Cage is an interesting guy.
Yeah. Well, he's a bizarre dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, would you change your name if you were a famous, like, let's say you were, who's someone that you really admire?
Tom Brady.
Okay, so if you were,
I think that's his real name.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
No,
so
if you were Scott Brady,
yeah,
I don't think changing your name is a thing anymore.
You can change your name.
No, I know that. I'm saying I don't think people are changing their names for like show names anymore. I think if you have a name now, it's kind of like your name.
Right.
Like back in the day, people changed their names to make it less ethnic.
Yeah.
Make it more palatable for Hollywood. These kinds of things.
I did it when I was in Hawaii. I went from Greg Bergman because Bergman in Hawaii doesn't play very well. I was Greg Adams.
Greg Adams?
Yeah.
What are you, Brian Adams' nephew?
Well, Adam is his middle name, not Arthur.
Really? I thought his middle name
was
was
For all you people out there, my middle name is not Arthur.
Oh, I thought
it's
it was.
Adam.
Just like my name's not Arthur.
My bad.
So
My bad,
Greg
y'all.
Adams, so that being in Hawaii doing a country music show, Greg Bergman doesn't really flow off the tongue for that.
Really? You don't think that the brothers down there thought that that Greg Bergman
Said, hey, Howley,
was a
get
local?
rid of that Bergman out of there.
Yeah, really. Greg Adams.
Greg Adams.
That
that's
sounds
what it
really
was.
Hawaiian as well. Yeah.
Hey, it's Greg
Well, I
Adams.
don't even say Hawaii. It wasn't like Greg Haulani.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I'm wearing a lei and spinning the stacks of wax.
Right, here comes Morgan Wallen.
Easy.
Hey,
Sedano's going to get an alert.
My
Morgan
bad.
Wallen alert.
My bad.
I was like,
That was a
why are
weird
you guys
question.
talking about that?
My bad.
I don't want to end on a weird question.
By the way,
like
Ben, our engineer, you like Morgan Wallen?
Oh, yeah, of course he does.
No.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So here's the thing.
No, well, you don't understand. Here's what it means. We didn't really know much about Morgan Wallen, right? And then Sedano starts freaking out. Nobody knows who the hell Morgan Wallen even is. Then what does Sedano do? He Googles Morgan Wallen. And he goes, 5 years ago he got canceled. We better not bring up his name. And so that's what's going on.
Yeah, he was very passionate that nobody knew who Morgan Wallen is. But here's the thing. Ben Conroy, our engineer, this was months ago when we were doing the pregame or postgame show for Rams. He goes, hey, I know you're a music guy. You got to check out Steven Wilson Jr. So I said, okay. And, I kind of remembered it. And then later, the next weekend I saw him. He said, did you check it out? I go, no. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, Ben's passionate about this guy. I'm going to check it out. The next day I checked it out. Oh, my God. Steven Wilson Jr.'s versions of some covers he's done were incredible. So then I'm like, oh, Ben and I connect on music. About a few weeks ago, I sent him a screenshot of another Steven Wilson Jr. song. He sends me back a screenshot of him listening to it in his truck on the way home. I'm like, wow, we got a bond. This morning, I'm listening. Part of my warm-up act before the show is I listen to this new live version of Eric Church doing Springsteen in Nashville. Pumps me up. I love Eric Church. I'm like, hey, Ben, you an Eric Church guy? He goes, yeah, man. Blows me off.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, whoa, okay. I'm like, sorry. I thought we had a bond. We didn't have a bond.
No bond?
No bond.
No bond.
No bond. He just left me hanging.
Wow.
Kind of like Sedano did with the Morgan Wallen bit.
He was not happy with the Morgan Wallen bit.
I mean,
that was the one that was like, no.
I don't know anything about Morgan Wallen, but if somebody had an episode, whatever it may be, and I really don't even know, 5 years ago, that's 5 years ago. He's selling out concerts everywhere. Somebody must have forgiven the guy.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly.
But he's on the Sedano S list.
By the way, we were approaching 9:50 here at SeaWorld San Diego in our YouTube hour, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, our digital hour. We will get to Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. We'll also do the Dealer's Choice. But there's breaking news that Schefter reported, and I know ESPN Chicago is running around crazy. A statement from Chicago Bears chairman George McCaskey and President Kevin Warren. Yesterday, the Chicago Bears Board of Directors met and voted to advance our stadium development project in Hammond, Indiana, with the exact site to be selected. We believe a world-class stadium project in Hammond will transform the region, connecting northwest Indiana to the south side of Chicago, which Stephanie and I were just at, through the loop and across neighborhoods and suburbs stretching north of the city. It will bring Chicagoland together and deliver new opportunities to its residents and businesses. Now, a lot of people are very passionate both ways in Chicago. There's billboards all over. Save the Bears from leaving Chicago. Keep Soldier Field. Keep all of this. What's your natural reaction? I mean, this is like the 49ers not technically playing in San Francisco.
Levi's.
They play, Levi is outside
in
Santa Clara.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only been in Soldier Field a couple times in my life. It seems like a pretty cool place, but if they want a new stadium, they want a new stadium.
Here's my natural reaction. In the world that we're living in now, where the Rams can move from L.A. to St. Louis and back to L.A., where the Chargers can leave San Diego and go to their rival city of L.A., where the Raiders can leave Oakland, go to L.A., go back to Oakland, and now find themselves in Las Vegas, where the Jets and the Giants call themselves New York and they house themselves in New Jersey. The bottom line is this, is that as much as you're a Chicago Bears fan, you're not going to give up on the Chicago Bears because they moved across the state line. In fact, Hammond, Indiana, I've done a little bit of homework on this, is very, very close to Chicago.
Close, yeah.
It is a suburb of Chicago. It just happens to be over the state line. But it's like the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs were playing in Kansas City, Kansas, and now they're moving to Kansas City, Missouri.
Right.
And this is the
or is
world.
it the opposite?
It could be the opposite.
I think it's the opposite.
The bottom line is this.
They were in Missouri and they're moving to Kansas.
The owners
it's fine.
want to make as much money as they can, and new stadiums bring in more money, and they're going to do everything they can to maximize and hopefully stay in their same market. They're not going to be called the Hammond Bears.
No, they're Chicago.
The Chargers went from the San Diego Chargers to the L.A. Chargers. That pissed off about 85% of the San Diego Charger fan base, and most of those people gave up on the team. Chicago Bears fans are not giving up on their team because they go to Hammond, Indiana.
No, so you played in Chicago, I'm assuming. Yep. You kicked there. Like, how is the field there? It's probably not the greatest, right?
Well, it's not. I mean,
so that's
the conditions.
The conditions are not that great there. So moving to a bigger stadium that will have a nicer field and all those kind of things, that seems to make sense. I like the history behind being at Soldier Field.
Yeah, me too.
And,
and by the way, it's all been redone. It's beautiful.
Not the old Soldier Field. It's like
Yankee
Yankee Stadium.
It's got the pillars in the front, so they kept that. But
right, I get it. But if you want to move, they want to go somewhere bigger and better and brand new.
And make more money.
And you know what happens? As soon as you make that brand new stadium, guess what comes?
Yeah.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Within a couple of years, the Super Bowl is going to be in Chicago or in Hammond because it's going to happen that way. That's how it works. So that's more money that comes to them. It's going to help them.
But I understand the Chicago fan, the person who's
Nobody
from Chicago. Hey, this is Chicago, Illinois. That's Hammond, Indiana. Look, the Miami Dolphins don't play anywhere near Miami. They play much further north and much further west than Miami. But that's what happens when you need a new stadium. You find the parcel of land that you can get to, and you build a monster stadium. You have better amenities. People want to come. They want to spend more money. And that's the unfortunate reality for sports fans today.
Yeah. But here's another reality, and Bergie and I can speak to this. Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers sell out every night practically. Somewhere in there, somebody's thinking, hey, if we built a new stadium somewhere else in the city and built it to capacity at 75,000.
Lose my mind.
We'd make so much more money. We would all lose our minds because of the history of Dodger Stadium.
Understood.
So they said, hey, let's call it Unique Low Field. Let's figure out other ways to squeeze the revenue out of Chavez Ravine.
But can I just tell you?
Go ahead.
That how do you think Yankee fans felt? Because there was the
Right across the
classic
street.
Yankee Stadium, classic, legendary, old school. Babe Ruth played here. Mickey Mantle played here. Yankee Stadium, and then hey, there's the new and improved version of Yankee Stadium. It's the same
teeny,
place.
tiny short porch in right field. It's awful.
It's a replica almost. It's in the same area almost. I mean, it is.
It's right across the street.
Right across the street.
But people get over it. You know, people remember how
I don't
many
think
people
we get over Dodgers.
How many?
I would lose my mind. I couldn't do it. If it's also a beautiful place.
It
You
is
sit
a
down
beautiful
at
place.
Dodger Stadium and you see the palm trees and the mountains and the Hollywood
Right,
sign
and
You can't
downtown
move
LA.
from there.
No,
Yeah,
listen,
absolutely not.
I agree. I mean, listen, but there
Sunset,
could be a
that's
day. There could be a day where the
You said
Dodgers
sometimes.
Sunset.
Oh, sunset.
over.
Yeah,
I
they're
thought Hairless Lucas said something over there.
not here.
Speaking of hair, I can't cap
Why?
with that fin in the backwards cap.
Yeah.
It
By the
looks
way,
like you have a mohawk.
Hey,
It's like
speaking
a
of
green mohawk.
speaking of hairless, I wanted you boys to know something. Yesterday, I got called out on the show.
You did.
Because
Oh, you kept it. You got a haircut.
I
and
got a
kept it.
haircut, and there's not 1 ounce of dye in this
Good
hair.
for you.
Look how gray this is.
Nice job.
What are you
Okay?
doing? You
I
did
love the
something in the
gray.
front, though.
I didn't do anything. She just
All right.
cut the hair. You know, I had a hat on all day.
I love the gray. I think you should always keep it that way.
You got gray down there, though, too, right?
Nah, like when I see a gray, I pull it.
Nah, leave it.
No, I pull it.
Gives you character.
I pull the gray.
All right, 9:54. We approach 10 o'clock. Wrap this thing up for the week. Let's do our Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar of the day. I brought it with me for Friday, June 5th, 2026. Don't underestimate yourself, Cap. Okay. Remind yourself over and over again that you are a competent, I don't know about that, bright person who will find a way to rise to the occasion, whatever the occasion happens to be. Believe in yourself. You are worth it, Cappy. Along with Bubba the Grouper, who's, again, right there.
Bubba the Grouper. This guy won't leave.
What a day it's been here at SeaWorld San Diego. Let's get to our Dealer's Choice Real Deal. Thanks to Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Providence Realty, DRE 0915212, Cappy.
What a great week it has been for the LA Rams and the Myles Garrett move this week and how they took over the entire NFL and really stole the headlines from every other sport.
Yes.
According to Chris Canty.
That's true. But I want to say this. What made me so happy this week about what the Rams did, and by the way, this is part 1 of part 2.
All right.
There's 2 parts here.
Okay.
What made me so happy about what the Rams did this week is that there's not one person in LA that is thinking about the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles. They've been buried. Absolutely buried. You can hire Jim Harbaugh. You can have a great young quarterback. In the LA sports scene, you are irrelevant. And you know what the Rams did? Just to throw a little sugar on top after the Myles Garrett thing, you know what they did? They donated about $500,000 of athletic equipment, football equipment, from mouthpieces to cleats to you name it, they donated to 69 different high schools that are part of the LA Unified School District. Way to go, Rams.
Nice
Not
job.
only did you make the move with Myles Garrett and make yourself go immediately to the top of the rankings in terms of what everybody thinks will be the Super Bowl champion this year, but the Rams are part of the LA community. They take care of the kids from in many instances, underprivileged, underserved sort of neighborhoods that would never have this equipment, and the Rams have done it again because the Rams are the team of LA. That's part 1. Part 2. This is important for everybody out there. Tomorrow at Saratoga in New York.
Oh, boy.
The Saratoga.
You
had
didn't
to
make
come
it
up.
to Saratoga, did you?
I did not make it to Saratoga, but tomorrow it's called the Woody Stevens. It is a grade 1, which means the highest level of horse racing there is, and our horse, Civil Liberty, is in this race. And by the way, taking on one horse named Six Speed, who was in the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness favorite called Taj Mahal, another amazing horse by the name of Englishman, who ran second in the Pat Day Mile.
Okay.
Listen, there are so many great horses that are in this race. But for everybody who's out there who loves horse racing, tomorrow, Saratoga, the Woody Stevens is the name of the race, and our horse is called Civil Liberty. Good luck.
There we go, Cappy. Way to knock it off and finish it off. And do whatever you do.
Yeah.
Thank you to
whatever that
SeaWorld San Diego, the whole family here. We love being down here. We can't wait to do it again. What a great broadcast. Thanks for being part of it and seeing the amazingness of the Shark Encounter. And where's Bubba? There he is.
Bubba's right here.
Fish.
It's been crazy having all these sharks just swimming behind us the entire
I got to kiss Bubba. I got to have
Go
my
kiss him.
lips touch his lips.
Enjoy Dodgers, Angels, the freeways.